Yes, y'all, you know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 925, but we are still married to the games. Episode 270. Holy crap, we only have 30 episodes left till episode 300.
Oh, man, we got to start freaking out about that now. I mean, yeah, great, 300, woo.
It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router, Ed Placencia, and Chris McCracken, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. We love y'all. I just want to get that out the way.
Yeah.
It's that season to tell people that you appreciate them, and we appreciate you guys.
We are thankful.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Oh, pass the turkey.
Tryptophan, here we come.
Tim Router.
Yes, sir.
You just got back from a sporting event.
Hot off the press from the Preds game. I tore back here so that we could do the show. Thank you guys for your patience. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
But, as you probably know by now, it is a night show.
Oh, is
Night
it?
show.
And my voice is shot, so you'll probably hear different. I probably get darker and darker and deeper as we go along because I've been shouting and screaming. Because Preds played the Washington Capitals tonight. Went to the game with the Ribbo crew. They had invited me. They had one extra seat.
Ribbo crew.
I had to break it down to Piper. She was not really happy
I
about
bet
it.
she
But
wasn't.
Oh, no.
they crushed it tonight, 6-3
Wow.
against the Caps. So
Yeah, they did.
whenever they score 4 or more goals, you get a free Frosty the next day. So after school, after I pick up Piper from school tomorrow, we're gonna go get Frosty.
See, she'll be fine.
So that was
There you
I
go.
called her during the second intermission, and she's such a hockey girl. I love it. It's so cute. We're going to another game against the Blackhawks toward the end of this month.
Is that Chi-Town?
And that would be Chi-Town.
Mhm.
And so I'm gonna go. We're going with her and one of her friends from school and her dad, and so it'll be really great. So we'll have a good time. But anyway, yeah, great game. Preds game was awesome. Man, Bridgestone Arena has really good food. I had hot chicken. I had hot chicken mac and cheese that I am craving right now.
Wait, is that
It
one
is
thing or is that two
so
things?
good. It is what it is a bowl. All right, bowl.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese, hot chicken mixed in with the sweet pickles that you usually get with a hot chicken, all kind of mixed together in one bowl, and it was delightful. I'm telling you, man, it was so good. I could have had like 3 or 4 of them. It was so
Really?
good.
Lord have mercy.
They have really good. I mean, Puckett's is there. They've got barbecue. They got hot dogs, pizza. Apart from all the normal stadium stuff, but man, yeah, the food. They've upped their food game, man. It is fantastic. So.
It is the South.
Well, there you go.
It is the South, and it was great,
Right.
man. The crowd is always really good. Everyone's really friendly. I mean, there were Capitals fans there, too, and nobody was ragging on them. And it was just a lot of fun, man. I love going to hockey games, so it was great.
And the
So,
Titans haven't been doing too bad either.
Yeah, man. That game, though, against the Bengals was so low. I was one of the things we did this past weekend was really work on the house a little bit more. Hung a few chandeliers, getting some mirrors hung up, going through putting together some bookshelves for Piper's playroom. And while that was happening, I was watching the Titans game, and, man, it was slow, though, man. It was like, oh, we got to pick this up a little bit if we're going to get anywhere. But, man, are we 5-3 now or 6-3?
Something like that.
Something like that, right?
We're trying to be a real football team this year.
Yeah, we're actually being a real football team this year.
Until
and we're-
Thursday.
Right. Well, you never know, man.
The day before this podcast comes out, we might be singing a different tune.
We play Pittsburgh. I don't know. They struggled, though, against the Colts, and we beat the Colts. So
They jacked us up last time they came to town, and now we're going to their
That's
house.
true.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, this past week's been good. Just been trying to continue to get the house done before, trying to get a lot of stuff done before Thanksgiving. We're still waiting on some furniture, but it is what it is, and it's totally fine. And but man, it's been great. We've been
How come
really
furniture
happy.
takes so long? Like,
Dude,
they don't have
I
it
don't
sitting
know.
there?
They said anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, and then they said, well, it's going to now be 8 to 10 weeks. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they make it and they're
Is it like
waiting on
elves that they're
materials.
waiting on? Like elves are busy with
I don't
Christmas,
know.
and so they're.
Yeah.
They
I
got
have
Christmas.
no
They
idea.
got cookies to make. They can't,
I guess
know, right?
so.
Come
I
on,
need
man,
them to
leave
get
them
back to
busy.
furniture making. I need
know,
I
right?
need them to start making their most popular things in advance because this is ridiculous.
Exactly. Give me the practical stuff in advance before we get to the holiday stuff.
I feel like if I go to a furniture store and I say, hey, yes, that one that's sitting there, why should that take 6 weeks? That's the one you're
Right,
showing.
exactly.
Have some of them
Oh,
on
but
back order. They could learn something
that's
from
the demo.
McDonald's.
There you go.
I guess.
I'm loving it.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it's been house, it's been work, it's been Piper and all of her extracurricular activities. We did have our last soccer game of the season this past Saturday. Everybody got trophies. It was really sweet, and we had a good time there. So we still have gymnastics and ballet, and so we're not really able to do a ton of work during the week on the house, but on the weekends we're trying to knock stuff out, and it's all good. I'm gonna be with my father and my mom and dad, and my nieces and nephew this weekend. We're going to go down to Opryland for, I think it's like a Christmas Cirque du Soleil or something that happens. So dad's white blood cell counts are up better, and so he'll be able to get out of the house a little bit. I'm actually going to go and see him again and be with him in the mornings on Thursday. But
Nice.
he's doing well, which has been awesome.
Good.
And yeah, it's been really great. He is just continuously improving, and so that's exactly what we
There
want.
you go.
Um,
Yes, we do.
Piper's topic of the week is the Thanksgiving program, which they did today in their kindergarten, which was hilarious.
Oh,
and
Lord.
it was
y'all are
actually
nice.
no, yeah, right. It was actually kind of cute because the music director is a pretty cool guy. He seems like a kind of a hip guy, and he used Biggie Smalls' "Hypnotize."
No way.
And incorporated that, so it was like gobble gobble gobble, can't you see, or something like that. It was
That's
hilarious. I
funny.
went up to him afterwards. I'm like, dude, listen. Anytime you can put Biggie Smalls in a kindergarten program, you get huge props from me, man. That's huge.
Nah.
So it was really cute. Piper did really well, and it was sweet. It's our first real like program that she was in, and so it was nice. We had a good time with it.
It wasn't terrible.
No, it really wasn't actually. It
Mm.
it was like 25 minutes tops. And we were in and out of there, and then we took
Wow,
her home from there.
25.
25
Yeah, it was
minutes.
perfect. Yep, it was it.
Man.
Okay, I could get down with that. That's not too bad.
No, it's not, man. It's not like those ballet recitals, which are like
Ooh,
3 hour.
what the heck?
long
Why do they do
marathon.
that?
I don't
Oh,
know,
man.
man. That drives me insane. It's just like,
Because
well, I'm
every
gonna take a
child is
nap here.
precious and you have to see them all.
Yes, it's very true.
That is
Even
not
if they
true.
can't
Nuts.
dance,
Yeah, it's not true at all.
especially if they can't dance.
I was telling Jenny when we had to go to one of Amara's, I was like, I need
Oh.
to stop watching YouTube because I'm expecting kids to come out and kill it, and that is not the case.
I know,
No.
and they have half a year to work on this thing, and this is the fruits of their labor. It's like
I'm gonna take my receipt next time. Like, I'm gonna need my money back on this.
I will
Or
go
at
up
least
there
boo.
and throw down myself, and it'll be way more entertaining than that was.
I'll be like, DJ, could you hit it? Universal people looking for that perfect beat. Zulu Nation.
That's
We need to get
amazing.
that clown with the broom to just come on and like just
Yeah,
sweep
that's
him off
right.
the stage.
The Sandman from the Apollo.
Sandman,
Exactly,
showtime at the
yes.
Apollo, baby. Let's get him
Yes.
out. Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna start
so awesome.
I'm gonna start bringing a hook.
Right? Should have rubbed that tree stump on the way out.
I'll bring that bullhorn. That get him off.
No, you just need to get the mic from them, and then after like the first 15 seconds, be like, "And isn't that great?"
Yes,
Okay.
well
Next
done, everybody.
we have.
Yeah, those things are whew, marathons. Anyway, on the gaming front, I am so close to this platinum for Shadow of War. I still haven't actually
Yeah?
finished the campaign. I've just been doing some of these. There's this one trophy that I just can't quite grab yet. I think I'm getting there, but I'm almost there. But I still actually have to finish the entire story, and that'll unlock a couple trophies. But I did pretty well this past week of collecting the trophies that I needed to. But man, I'm so close. But still, man, having so much fun with that game. I can't say enough about it. And so it's an enjoyment it's a challenge, but it's an enjoyment while you're doing the challenge to do it because I'm having so much fun with that game.
Good.
And man, that is pretty much it for me.
There you go.
Nice and easy.
Yeah. Ed Placencia,
Yes, sir.
what it do, Doc?
It do well. We had a nice week. Today was Sarah's birthday, so
Happy birthday. It's your special day.
we did nothing. It was great. We
Yes,
just
that's
kind
exactly
of
right.
Oh, I love those days.
we went out, probably left the house around 6, went down to Best Buy. Sarah needed to get a sound system to do her Zumba classes with.
Universal people. I'm just kidding.
Gabe was there. It was really weird.
I know, right?
Came out of no place too, like a ninja.
Started
Like a
popping and
ninja.
locking. It was crazy.
Right. So just kind of did that, went out to eat, and that was really about it. Just kind of hung out together. The Tapmans were going to come over tonight and hang out, but we just ended up making it a night where we could just be together and chill, and it was a really nice time.
That's great.
The Tapmans did come over this weekend. We had another game night, played some Jackbox, and we played that new PlayLink game, Hidden Agenda.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. How was that?
That was a lot of fun.
Wow,
Really?
nice.
Does it have
That-
like a replayability?
I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was out either. What was that, Chris?
I was just asking, like, does it feel like something that you could replay over and over, like a handful of times?
Yeah, we played it through once, the story mode, and then we actually played it again and we were like, let's all make the opposite choices this time, and still found a couple places where we could go back and continue to make different choices. So it was just a lot of fun because it really makes a lot of discussion happen among everyone who's playing. You know, you vote who is the most trustworthy, and then something will happen in the game where it's like, okay, the person you voted the most trustworthy, they make this decision. Should the cops go in alone or should they separate? And
Oh, wow,
it was
cool.
really, really cool. We had a lot of fun with that. So that was a nice time. A lot of games this week. Star Wars Battlefront 2 was able to jump in a little early with the EA access, played that story mode. The first, I think it's 3 missions, and that was a little tougher than I expected, I gotta admit.
Really?
And I'm gonna start saying you're getting
struggled.
old, man, because that's what you said that about the last like
Yeah,
3
man,
games.
That
Oh
trigger
my
finger. That
gosh.
trigger finger is getting a little.
I'm telling-
arthritis-y.
Yeah, a little.
I am
arthritis.
telling you. And it kind of made me think, maybe I wasn't as good at Battlefront as I thought I was. And I never played in the first
Hindsight's a little
Battlefront.
blurry.
Yeah, it is. The truth hurts sometimes.
I guess so.
And that you have to play a flying mission, and I am not good at flying missions. And so that is just
Because the controls are probably right.
it's so, yeah, maybe they are right, because I didn't have to invert them or anything. They're just how they are. And it was so, I'm just really bad at it. And the video that's up is basically a failed compilation of me
Oh, fantastic.
crashing into the hugest ship you could find and still managing to smash
my
myself
gosh.
into it.
That is funny.
That is amazing.
Still going with Assassin's Creed Origins, just kind of, it's just nice because I can pick it up anytime I want. I can do a side mission,
Oh,
a main
yes.
mission. I can play for 10 minutes. I can play for an hour. There's always something to do. So that's been a lot of fun. And I finished Wolfenstein this week.
Ooh.
And-
Well done,
Oh, wow.
sir.
Nice.
And
the first Wolfenstein, all I remember about it is that the last final battle board was so difficult, I almost rage quit.
Mm.
right.
And it was one of those things where I had to go online and like, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand. And it was just so frustrating that I never played through that first game again, just because I knew that was going to be waiting for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the same thing with this one.
Oh,
Doggone
man.
it.
And
Sorry.
I had so much fun. And the last part, and I was saying this as I was recording, I was like, when I finally beat it, it took me 3 days to do it.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
I would play for 2 hours and just quit. And then I'd pick it up the next day, play for a couple hours, couldn't get through it. And finally on the 3rd day, I broke through and I was like, oh man, I was like, you know what? I'm just still so frustrated. I don't know if I'll play through this game again just because I know how the ending's going to be. But it was still, I still had a lot of fun the whole way. The writing, the story was so incredible. The acting was amazing.
Really?
good.
But I was like, but you know what? Not going to play it again.
Is it like game of the year for you?
Maybe not game of the year, but it is definitely one
Like
of
top
them
5
for
or something?
me. Yeah, definitely top 5. Yeah.
Top 3?
And maybe I'd have to take another look over what came out, but it would be close to top 3 for me. But it's funny because I said when I was recording, there are still some side missions, and I will go in and do those side missions. But it was just like, I don't know if I could play this again just because I know what this final boss battle entails. And I just played it on the default mode. There are 3 harder modes that you can play it in.
Wow.
Oh,
I don't know how people do it. And so I was editing the footage, and my Elgato did not record the ending.
Wow.
Oh, no.
After 3 days, Edward?
After
So
3
you have
days.
to play it again.
And you know what? I wasn't even mad. I just went, well, yeah, I'm not playing it again, though. So you're just going to have to
The world did not
imagine-
want to see you finish that game, clearly.
We're just going to have to believe that you beat it.
That's right.
Yep.
Just take my word for it. Look at my accomplishments and achievements, and you'll see it there.
There you
But
go.
Wow.
yeah, it was a little bit like, oh man, I wish people could see the ending, but I mean, come on, you can see pick up the game and play it and struggle, and it's so much fun though. I had such a blast, such a good story and good storytelling. It was such a good time.
That's great.
And then other than that, this yesterday morning, I got myself addicted on Phone Destroyer by South Park, the new mobile game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
what
is
is that? I didn't even know anything about that.
Me
until you
either.
It's
posted
kind
it.
of like
Awesome.
people are comparing it to Clash Royale.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Uh-oh.
I'm in.
It
in.
reminds me of Clash Royale because
Uh-oh.
I played for 2 hours straight and didn't win one game.
Oh, jeez.
That's awesome.
But
And
unlike
par for
Clash
the course.
Royale, yeah, I unlike Clash Royale though, I'm still playing it though, and
Wow.
I just kind of I realized what I had to do was go back and play against the computer, kind of level up within my level, and then go back to PvP, and then I was a little bit better. Then I have to go back and do a little grinding and stuff like that. But I am hooked. I mean, I was hooked on Pokemon Go, and that went away. So this might as well. But right now, I am hooked on Phone Destroyer.
Oh, wow.
So it's been
Nice.
a lot of fun. It took me a couple times opening it up to really have it click with me and get what I was doing. But now that I'm doing it, I am full speed ahead, having a
That's
good time with
awesome.
it. Yeah. So
It's South Park, man. What could go wrong?
exactly. And maybe that's the reason why I can play it rather than a regular card type game. But just a good time.
That sounds awesome. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to check it out.
And that was pretty much my week, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chris McCracken.
Oh man. So
Lord.
Wake up.
It's like, oh, where do I start?
Like I said last week, we were like busy on location every day except for Friday. Friday was the only day I had in the office, and so I had to rush and scramble to get a lot of stuff set. And then this week we're actually shooting tomorrow on location as well. So that's kind of part of the reason why we're doing a night show this week. So I appreciate it, guys. But I'm just kind of ready because the week after next is Thanksgiving, and half my department is off that entire week, and I'll be in the office, so I'll actually be able to get some stuff done. So I'm kind of looking forward to it's always nice on a holiday time because like I just mentioned, it gets really quiet and you can actually focus and get things done, and you don't have to feel rushed necessarily. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But even though I really enjoy shooting on location, it is a lot of fun. But it's just when you do so much shooting and then you get back, you're like, oh man, now I've got hours and hours of footage I've got to go through and edit for, whatever it is the project is at hand. And so it's going to be nice to have an extended period of time to just sit down and kind of work on editing some things.
Yeah.
This past weekend, we got our carpet installed.
Hey,
Nice.
So all of that is in. Mom was really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. It all looks great. Big thank you to my dad and his partner that helped him out for installing it for us. And so because we were able to get it installed last weekend, that means this coming weekend, we're going to be filling out the rest of the house with all the rest of our stuff.
Yeah.
So the pod, I think, drops. It's supposed to deliver sometime on Thursday. We scheduled it a day ahead just in case there was some crazy delay that way it would then deliver on Friday. We've already put out like the feelers for some friends or people, family members to come help us out on Saturday. So I think pretty much everybody's coming Saturday. There might be one or two people that are going to come on Sunday in case there's something left over. I'm feeling like we'll have it done because the unloading always goes faster to me than the loading.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then it's just going to be, after that, it's just going to be us, figuring out where we want to put everything. And we can do that on our own. We don't really need help for that part.
Yep.
The one thing is that, so if you guys remember when I moved, we put everything, all the big stuff like, the dishwasher, or not dishwasher, but the washing machine and the dryer and the refrigerator and all that kind of, our beds and all the big things inside the pod. And we put all the rest of the miscellaneous stuff in the storage unit over by our old house. So this Saturday, I'm also renting a U-Haul, like one that's probably way bigger than I need. But it's like, look, I want to go there, load everything in there in one go, and I want to go back. I don't want to do any of this. As like, because people were like, oh, I've got to pick up. I was like, hey, great. I love that. Appreciate the offer to help. And that's awesome. But if we use your pickup, it's going to be like 5 trips.
Yep.
And it's
man, you got to do it like taking the groceries in from the house.
Yeah, no. So I'm not doing that. It's like, I'm just going to rent the U-Haul and we're just going to get it in one go and it'll be done. And it's, I can't wait to, like, the pod is cool because it's going to be right outside my house. I can just do it as I can, but this, I've got to drive almost an hour over there to get it and then drive an hour back. And then if we had to make, like, if that's 3 trips, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like half my day or more is gone right there, It's like,
right.
Yep.
So I just rented the U-Haul. It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but, it is what it is. It's going to help.
It's going to be worth it in the long run, man.
Yeah, exactly. The efficiency is going to be worth any extra cost that we hadn't necessarily thought of beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of that, I guess the only other thing really is that I'm continuing on my transformation to turning into Ed Placencia.
Oh,
you poor thing.
I got myself an Amazon Echo.
Oh,
nice.
I bought a manual hand coffee bean grinder.
Oh my gosh, you are morphing into Ed
coffee
Placencia.
kettle, and I got myself a pour over coffee brewer, and I got an electric kettle.
Yeah, you did.
Now all I need is a cat. I need to start sitting on my knees when I play games, and I got to really greatly improve my comedic timing. And bam, I'm there.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe dye my hair.
You are there. You are there, sir.
And
That's amazing, dude.
I've been like, so I felt bad because I knew from Facebook earlier today that today was Sarah's birthday, but it didn't dawn on me like, oh, they probably are out doing something for her birthday. So I'm sitting here sending him all these messages like, so what grind you doing? Like, what should my grind? Like, I'm feeling like this might be a little too, is this coarse enough? And I'm like sending him all these messages. And then he messages me like maybe 30 minutes or an hour before the show. And he's like, oh, sorry, we're off. I was like, man.
Like,
it's all good, spend time with your wife.
So selfish.
Asking you all these dumb questions.
No, right?
Yeah.
No, it was awesome, dude.
But yeah, I'm excited to mess around with all the stuff a little bit more, and I'm not as deep into coffee as Ed is, but I'm like one of those people that's like, man, I want to be really cool with coffee because I mean I've had a French press and I've made coffee all these different ways, and I really like coffee, but I like the more I explore about it, the more it seems like it opens up, and I kind of dig that. So I'm excited to see all this other stuff.
I feel it's almost kind of like Metal Gear where you realize there's all these intricate ways you can kind of distract yourselves.
Yes.
And so you can just kind of get lost in the details.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, and the only thing is I don't have the one coffee place around here where I found that there's one independent coffee shop in particular where I found where I like their coffee beans. But outside of that, I haven't really, and even though I hear there's a lot of cool coffee places around here, I just haven't found another one with good beans. And it's like, man, I wish I had like 2 or 3 places to go that's, not a Starbucks to where I can get some really good beans from. And I haven't found any other ones. And it's closer to my old house. So I have to make a bit of a trek when I go over there. And they don't, like I saw in your video a couple weeks back when you had like a 5-pound bag from Square One. And it's like, man, I wish I could get a 5-pound bag at this place over here. It's like, that'd be awesome. Because then I wouldn't have to go over there every week or so. I could go over there, I could spread it out a little bit more. Yeah.
Download the app Coffee Scout.
Coffee Scout.
It's a horrible interface. It looks like the internet did in 1993, but it'll steer you right.
There you go.
Cool. I'm going to look into that.
Look at that.
And become even more like Ed.
There you go, man.
Go.
There you go.
We could all stand to be a little bit more like Ed.
Amen.
We could
Amen.
Indeed. On the gaming front, I haven't really had much time to spend gaming. I did play a little bit of Overwatch with Stacy. Look, I want to record Call of Duty for the channel because I feel like I haven't recorded anything in forever. But I just have not gotten any time to where I could just sit down and do like even a 45-minute like little block. It's like I could do maybe 20 minutes. So all I've been doing, and I've been having fun doing it, but I've been doing the multiplayer in these little bitty spurts, and it's great. I'm having a really good time with it, but it's like, man, I want to play.
Have you done any single player?
I haven't done any of it because I don't want to start it without recording.
Oh, right.
And I don't want to record for like 10 minutes and not even make it to like a cutscene, and I've got to already cut off the recording, and it feels like a waste. But I mean, Battlefront's about to come out. I haven't even got to try the Frozen Wilds for Horizon, which I wanted to record as well. I was hoping to have Call of Duty done so that Frozen Wild, I could just go ahead and jump. It was like, nope, I'm like falling way behind. So I'm hoping that after this weekend, after the move, with all, I mean, obviously we'll still have to take time to put things away in the coming weeks, but that stuff can like be done at my own pace, you know? Yeah. And then when Stacy leaves, she's going to leave the weekend after Thanksgiving is her next trip. I'll have plenty of time then to you know, record and just move things around at my own little pace. It's not a big deal. But so I'm feeling like after Thanksgiving is when I'm going to finally have the time to sit there and knock out, you know, Call of Duty and then Frozen Wilds. And then I'm sure one of us is going to do Battlefront. I don't remember if I'm going to do that or not, but somebody will take care of that one. So I'm really looking forward to that. And the only other thing that I played was we did finish out the raid last Saturday. So
nice.
I'm telling you, man, Gabe, we got to find a time. We got to find time to get you through that because we've got it down now.
All right, Mumbler.
We've got it down. You want to get it done before, you know, it gets too far away.
Before the new thing drops. Because nobody's going to want to do the raid when the new John comes out.
What is that, like 2.5, 3 weeks from now or something like that?
I think it's like December 5th, something like that. Or
Not that far away. Better get on it.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
You got it, champ. You can do it. I believe in you.
All right, tell you what. After we record tonight, we'll just jump in there and we'll.
Could you imagine until 4 o'clock in the morning? Then you just leave for work.
Yeah.
Oh, do it. That kind of sounds awesome.
It does. That's true.
Yeah, just need 4 other people.
Exactly. Nah, man, let's just run it, me and you, and we'll record it, and we'll be the next YouTube sensation.
Yeah,
there you go.
It'll
like,
be awesome.
Duo runs the raid. Little do they know it's just us dying over and over again.
Yeah. We didn't say we finished it. We just said we
ran it.
You ran it.
Come on now. It's like the marathon I did earlier this year.
There you go.
Marathon.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to go further than my mailbox. I don't want to hear it.
That's true. That's true. You did. You ain't lying about that. But that is it for me. So, Mr. Gabe, what you got for us, sir?
Oh, man. What have I been doing? Let me check my calendar.
Go ahead.
Go pull up this old calendar for an old man.
We'll wait.
No, let's see. You know, Veterans Day, Ed. Say thanks to your dad for us.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Got a green.
All the vets.
Got that old green light on. I don't even know what happened this last week. Like when you get into like, and some parents out there can relate, like 3 kids is just so much different than no kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume.
Yeah.
Or 1 kid. Or 2 kids. And then 4 is obviously probably different than 3. And 5 is different than 4. So I'm not saying I've got it any worse or anything like that. It's just been so busy. And so we've been trying to really nail down and do some stuff to the house. Just trying to like, like, so since we moved into a reno house or a house that we were going to renovate, there's always something that can be done. And there's obviously a lot of like patching and painting. And so we've been doing a lot of sanding and, crappy stuff like that. Since I didn't get the Xbox One S, I don't remember if I talked about this last week, but there's a connector that goes from the Kinect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
you don't have that.
And right. So I found one and
nice.
and bought that. And so been playing a lot of Just Dance with the kids.
Oh,
Very
nice.
cool.
Because they love that. They love seeing themselves on the screen and it records you in parts of the dance and plays it back. And so they love that. Remy loves that.
Yeah,
that's great.
And so
Good deal.
That's been really fun. Been playing some NBA 2K18.
Nice.
Ooh.
Only shoot threes with number 30.
That's what you do. That's what you do. when Ed was doing his extra life and he was playing as the Golden State Warriors, I was like, stop shooting threes with the freaking center.
30 and 11.
Only 30 and 11. If you want to shoot from back there, 30 and 11 is going to be
That is funny.
Did you do your face on the character again? Are they still doing
Of course
that?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
How else am I going to
Nice.
get in a video game?
I don't know.
So I'm doing that and
I don't know.
working
I'll say
my-
though on the court though, it's usually not cold in the court, so you can't say you're lying.
I know. Trust me. He doesn't say it. I haven't heard him say it yet. I'm hoping he says it somewhere. Because this was like a little different where you have like a couple streets that you roam around in between games. And so you can go to like your agent, or you can go get a tattoo. You can go get a haircut. You can go get, there's a Nike store. You can go, train with the team and stuff like that. So there's all this. Here's the thing about NBA 2K.
Lay it on me.
I really like the game. I really liked
Okay.
16. I played all the way through that story. I think I put like 80% of it on the channel because I'm awesome at finishing stuff for the channel. And
There you go.
then, and so I'm playing the story on this one. The loading times kill
Oh,
me.
really?
Really?
Yeah, and 16 was the same way, but you just figure and you're like, oh, they're going to figure this out one of these years. And just, no, not yet. And so it's just like, and it's
Wow.
not that it's long, but I've kind of gotten used to not having them at all in the
Yeah.
games that I play. And so like or they're masked so well that you don't feel them, or they're so quick that you don't really pay any attention. But like, it feels like everything needs to load. So you go into train, you have to load. You come out of training, you have to load. You go into a game that's loading. You come out of the game that's loading. And so it's just like, I don't know, man, the loading kills me, but the game's really fun. I suck at basketball, but I don't know why I like it. I think it's just because I like basketball in real life.
Yeah.
So been playing that. Did I mention Just Dance? Been playing that a lot.
Yeah. You got those dancing feet
Yeah,
going.
man, we've been playing that a whole lot.
Nice.
What else? So
Any Switch games?
No, because I didn't know this, but my Switch hasn't been plugged in. So I've been trying to, like, I went to play it the other day and I was like, oh, why is this not working? And then, kind of life kicked up and I was like, oh, I'll get back to it. And then the other day I was like, oh, from me messing with plugging the Xbox in, I had unplugged it in the back somewhere. So
right.
it had been dead. So last night, finally, I figured it out. I was like, because I went to play it again and I was like, why is this thing not powering up? And took the time to kind of troubleshoot. And I was like, oh, well, you got to plug it in, I guess.
It's going to be picky about it.
Yeah,
Switch.
That might help a little bit.
Exactly. So I want to jump into that Mario Odyssey, man. Doggone it. Just because everybody's saying it's so good. And, you know, who doesn't love a great Mario game? They're saying this is the best one out of all of them. They're saying it's such an ode to people that love Mario. The only thing that kind of sucks is everybody's like, oh, this is an ode to people that love Mario, especially people who played Mario 64. And of course, that's the one I skipped. So I didn't have a 64. My brother had one. I didn't have one.
Really? You didn't?
So I didn't play Mario 64. And so I'm really looking forward to playing that. I really want to jump into Call of Duty. I got that waiting. What else? It feels like there's just a backlog of things that's just been kind of getting my attention all the time. And then at Ed's, I don't know if it was his spurring on, but him talking about it, I auditioned for an audiobook. And so I've been doing this audiobook like every night. That's been taking up like all my extra
Good for
time.
you, man.
Wow. Good deal.
At the end of the night. So I probably won't do another one.
It's long, right? It's a lot.
And I can't read. And so and so the editing.
I'm illiterate.
I'm illiterate. And so
I'm just making it all up. This story's banging.
Exactly. I'm
Like, Phonics failed for me.
Exactly.
That's right.
So there he was, the chubby ninja in all his glory.
They're
Like,
sending
what in
you
the
frantic emails with exclamation points. High urgency.
High urgency.
Exactly.
I can't read these emails.
Right. I don't know what he's saying. I think he likes it. I see the exclamation point.
Right.
That's a good thing, right?
Exactly. So I just actually got off a long call with the author before this podcast, and so we're trying to finish that up. Hopefully, I'll be done with that tomorrow, and then tomorrow night I leave for Indianapolis and do a show up in Indy. It's a big Catholic convention, which is fun, called NCYC, and so I guess it's like Catholics from all across the country descend on Indianapolis. And so we'll be doing that. That'll be fun. It's a youth event, so that's fun. We haven't done a youth event in a long time. So a youth event is like, it's fun and nervousing all at the same time because, youth,
But those are usually pretty high energy, though,
they're
aren't they?
high energy, but you got to impress.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Youth are hard to impress. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
You come out whipping Nene wrong one time.
That's right.
It's a wrap. And then I come home for just the day and leave again Friday night for Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and do a show out there. And then those are my last 2
that's amazing.
shows of the year.
Well,
nice, man.
So
well played, sir.
I'm hoping to then not do any more audiobooks and get into some gaming. Only because I feel like this year as a whole has been a down gaming year for me. I feel like I've played bits and pieces of a lot of games, but I haven't seen a lot of games through to their entirety. And so that's like, for me, that's a little frustrating. I'm on I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm on a podcast called Married to the Games.
Yeah.
And me and the games are like dating, but like I'm not telling my friends we're dating.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I was looking back at my trophy list just to see, because if you start any game, it just puts it on there whether you've got any of the trophies or not. And I was looking, I was like, I really have not played very much this year at all.
Or did you just play a lot of a few games?
Yeah, well, I guess what I mean is, like, I've played a lot of Overwatch still, but that's a year-old game, which it's still a good game. I don't feel bad for playing
a lot
it,
of
but
Destiny.
It's like, I was thinking about like, game of the year's coming up. It's like, what have I played? I guess the only 3 games outside of Overwatch I played, those will be my top 3. I mean,
Right.
It's like, I don't really know. Yeah.
I feel like I've bought a lot of games, but like haven't finished a bunch, and that sucks. I think the only game I finished this year, like from beginning to end and plowed through it, was Zelda. And
oh, really? Okay.
And you have to remember,
Did you finish Lost Legacy though too?
I didn't even play Lost Legacy.
No.
Wow.
And so
you didn't?
No, and so I'm on our Discord and I'm looking at these lists. People are making lists, since it's towards the end of the year, of games they completed this year, and I'm like, ugh, shoot, man, I haven't done, like, I started XCOM but didn't finish it. I've started Mario and Rabbids but didn't finish it. I started what was that game that you guys love, Horizon Zero Dawn, but didn't finish it. And so it's like all these things. I'm like, and even with NBA 2K, like, it's like an 85 game season. So it's like, what's the chances of me finishing that? And so it's just been a little frustrating. I'm getting a little frustrated with myself, and I'm trying to really find some time to chop out and play, because I did use a bunch of gaming time on Destiny. I played a lot of Destiny 2 when it came out.
Yeah.
And I guess I could say I beat that, beat the story. But I wanted to do the raid, and I haven't gotten to do the raid yet. And so, it's just all these frustrating things that kind of like, games and life and games, but life has been like, going this year. And so, all good things. And I'm blessed. My family's healthy. My dog's still alive. Remy's still here. And so like things are good. But, it's just on the gaming front, my number one hobby has been lacking, and I just hate that. But I did get to, build a PC this year and get into PC gaming a little bit and get my streaming thing down to where like now I can feel confident about my streams, where when I was on the laptop, it was always really hard to get it to work right and all my inputs and everything. And, I got this shed in the backyard that I'm trying to get finished, and I feel like that'll help. But, that's been a long process. So yeah, that's a lot of complaining. It's first world problems.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. But it's just, part of life that's going on. But
yeah, man.
Excited for what's coming up. Excited for the season. Excited to be home. Excited to be talking back and forth with you guys a lot more, and our community who are awesome. I'm so proud of the Extra Life thing. I got an email.
Yeah,
man.
Still going strong.
Yeah, I got an email our community's still going strong on Extra Life. I got an email the other day from the hospital that we support here, that I supported here in Nashville, called Carol Monroe's Children's Hospital. And they were like, hey, you raised over, I don't even remember how much it was, but like you raised over X amount of dollars, so you get an Extra Life shirt. I was like, yeah, that's
nice.
great.
Sweet, man.
Yeah, so that was really cool. So I'll be getting an Extra. They said they mailed it out today, so I'll be getting
That's
that.
awesome.
And I think, I don't remember exactly the number, but I think in Nashville, like Nashville Gamers raised, I think $42,000 or $45,000 for
That's
our,
great.
our
That's awesome.
hospital here. So that's really cool. And it's just like, I've kind of been on a little high about it. Like it didn't
Good.
affect me last year the way it's
Yeah.
affected me this year.
Oh man, be proud of it. It's great.
And so I'm feeling really blessed to have been a part of that. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's really cool.
Definitely, man. That's so cool.
Yeah. And I think that's about it. That's about it for me. You guys got any questions? I'm just kidding.
I have a follow up on there.
Exactly. Exactly. But liking the Xbox One X, it's been nice having the Kinect on. I don't remember the Kinect doing all the tricks that it's doing now. I've never had the Xbox also hooked up to the TV in our main room.
Oh, right.
And so it's been cool, like just being able to be like, I guess you have to talk to it. You have to talk to Cortana now. Hey, Cortana, watch ESPN. Hey, Cortana, turn down the volume. Hey, Cortana, all these different things, turn off or whatever the freak. And so that's been cool. And then listening to Remy and Amara try to do it is really funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Remy especially, because he tried to talk with a passy in his mouth. He's like, that Cortana, burn this house down. And we're like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that. So it's been fun. It's been really fun. So anyway, blessed and highly favored.
Amen.
Nice.
Router,
Yes, sir.
you got it?
Let's do it.
That's my line.
Oh yeah, that is your line. Yes, I do have it. Continue, please.
Then let's do it!
I always do that because I always I say let's do it a lot all the time anyway.
It's probably
so
because it's in your brain that's what's coming next anyway.
Yeah, probably. But yes, what is coming next this week, as Eduardo has already mentioned, Star Wars Battlefront II, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Man, all right, we got a lot here. You can tell it's third and fourth quarter gaming now. We're in the swing of it. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 for the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Rocket League for the Switch is out, which I think is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Get your farm on with Farming Simulator 17, not the bronze, not the silver, not the gold, but Platinum Edition. Xbox One, PS4,
Go
PC.
bail you some hay.
That's right. Go shuck some corn somewhere. The Sims 4 Deluxe Party Edition for the Xbox One, PS4.
Deluxe Party Edition.
That game, boy. That game is
Doesn't
something
quit.
else. That's like it's almost as bad as Street Fighter 2. Like Street Fighter 2 had so many iterations that you were like, okay, come on now. Like,
Yeah,
it was
right.
like Street Fighter 2, a Hyper Turbo, just the such and such edition on the such and such. You're like, oh, come on, man.
Exactly.
We can't have Street Fighter 3. Just call it Street Fighter 3.
We got, this is interesting, BioShock the Collection 10th Anniversary Collector's Edition. I can't believe BioShock is 10 years old.
No, thank you.
That's
way.
insane.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Great. No, you get on that.
No way.
That
Nah.
whole collection was fantastic. I loved every minute of it.
Only Infinite.
All right. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
We also have the Elder Scrolls Skyrim VR for the PS4.
That's
coming out
another game that
this
it doesn't get all these crazy editions, but it just keeps re-releasing.
I know, right?
That's the
Yeah.
It's a beast.
Again.
Oh man,
Scott-
and it's so funny that you can't already play it in VR. Like I feel like VR should
Yeah,
be
you should
like
be able
if
to,
it's
right?
first person, you should just be able to do it.
Right.
They shouldn't have to come out with a version.
Right.
Right.
Well, you got to ride that money train, man. That's how that
I guess
goes.
So yeah.
Right.
Here's a good one. For all you PS3ers and Xbox 360ers, LA Noire is being re-released
Yes.
for the PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch.
Hey,
Play
So-
that.
really?
Please play that game.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes, play that game. That game is fantastic.
So good.
It is.
That's a great.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I played it. I think I played it like 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah, you can play it multiple times. Detective in the 30s, I want to say, in LA. It is
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. Do it. Definitely do it. It's great. All right. Warframe, Plains of Eidolon for the Xbox One, PS4. Realms of Arcania, Blade of Destiny, PS4, Xbox One. Cities, Skylines, Snowfall, PS4 for the
Lord have mercy.
PS4 and Xbox One. You can tell we're getting into the whatever games.
They're like, I wonder if we add another colon if anybody will say anything.
That's right.
Right.
Colon / / Snowfall.
Yeah. Tilde snowfall.
Tilde Snowfall. Umlaut.
Ellipses snowfall.
Ellipses Snowball. Okay. Trove Adventures, PC, PS4, Xbox One.
Ooh, I thought you said
Road-
trolls for a second. I was like, crap, I'm gonna have to get that game.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get that for Amara.
Yeah, exactly.
Road Rage, PS4, Xbox One. Professional
Wait.
Farmer.
Can we stop on that real quick? Because when I saw that, number one, I didn't know it was coming, and number two, I played the crap out of Road Rage back in the
Road
day.
Rage, really?
I think it was on the Genesis. That's probably an oops. But oh man, Road Rash. I had so much fun with that. It's not encouraging anything good. You know, it's like you're on a motorcycle trying to kick other people off their motorcycles. But
Sweet.
it was really fun back in the day. So I'm interested to maybe check that one out and see what it's all about.
Nice. Well, you should probably check this one out too, because this one's going to be a barnstormer. Professional Farmer 2017, not bronze, not silver, but gold edition
What's
for the
the
Xbox
difference?
One and PS.
No, man, just
I
wait for
have
that
no-
platinum edition.
I did I'm waiting for the platinum edition so I can play it
Sorry,
along
but-
with Farming Simulator.
Wouldn't you feel terrible to have a gold version come out of the same type game that the platinum version in the same week came out?
Sure.
I guess.
That's farming
Sure.
related? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's 2 farm games. One's platinum, one's gold. You're like, yeah, I'll go for the platinum. Thank you.
That's right. It's not the hip hop duo from Atlanta, but Outkast, Second Contact for the PC, PS4, and Xbox
Oh my
One.
gosh.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, Pinball FX3 for the Nintendo Switch. Elder Scrolls Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch. Rive Ultimate Edition for the Nintendo Switch. Batman, the Telltale series for the Nintendo Switch. Rhyme for the Nintendo Switch. Pokemon Ultra
Man.
Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon for the 3DS.
Nintendo went shopping. He was at the game store like, I'll take one of those. I'll take one of those. I'll take one of
And
those.
you get a Telltale. And you get a Telltale. And you
Someone
get a
got
Telltale.
some gift cards for their birthday.
Seriously. Reggie got some gift cards and went on a shopping spree.
Yeah, he did. Oh, my
And
gosh.
finally, Axiom Verge Multiverse Edition for the Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a lot of
that
Switch
is
games.
a lot of
Right?
Switch games that you'll probably never play, right, Gabe?
I mean, I want to play the new stuff.
Okay, there you
I
go.
want,
The exclusives.
not so much that because I know maybe some of those in there are exclusives, but like I'm gonna stick to I'll probably do the Mario. I got so many games to play. It's
Yeah,
so
you do.
hard. Like
Yeah, you
so,
do.
if Switch has a bunch come out, it's like I'm gonna play Mario. But
Right.
I'm probably not gonna play Skyrim on it though.
Yeah.
No, man. No, not at all. I'm with
Personally,
you.
even though I wish
Yep.
every game was on the Switch when I'm on the road.
Well, sure. But you're not going to be on the road for a while.
I
now,
know
so-
it's true.
That's right.
Look at you, man.
I'm gonna be playing Mario
gonna
in
be
the
great.
bed.
That's right.
Jeannie's gonna be like, "Will you
Right.
turn that light out?"
I know.
I'm like,
It's a
"Will
little
you?"
Blinding.
Yeah, will you go to sleep?
One more moon. One more moon.
Exactly.
We did have. We obviously we don't have MPD for October. We did have one. Oops. Travis Popsicle at friggin' Nutcase.
Yeah.
Always changing his account over on Twitter. I feel Ed and Chris should both get a 1-episode suspension to the bench for their slanderous remarks against eggnog. Hashtag MTTG oops. So,
opinion oops. That's an opinion
oops. And I
feeling
concur.
oops.
That's a taste buds oops.
Taste buds oops. Exactly. And that is it for me. Back to you guys.
Chris McCracken.
All right, so we're going to start out with some news about the Xbox One X. It seems to be doing pretty dang well for itself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have some information here, at least from the UK side of things. So over in the UK, the Xbox One X in its first week was able to ship 80,000 units. And that puts it basically on par with the same performance that the Nintendo Switch did in its first week on sale back in March.
Really?
Wait, you say it shipped? Not? Are you talking about through the customer or shipped?
Well, I mean,
that's very different.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it says shit, or it says. Hang on a second. I managed to. Actually, they put the wrong word. They wrote shift. I don't think that's the word they meant to say. So I said shipped. My brain switched it to ship. So I don't know that for sure. I need to see if they clarify.
No. I'm just saying, like, because you could ship a million CDs to the stores and be like, we shipped a million.
People are buying.
Yeah, there's a difference between shipped and sold through. The way that the article reads, it makes me think they're talking about sold through, but the word that they actually used right here, it says, again, they wrote shift, like with a T, but I think they meant to write shipped. So I'm not sure. I'll see if I can poke around on a different article maybe that talks about this and see if there's more clarity.
Shift is closer to shipped than it is sold.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I'll do a little bit more digging if I can in between stories. But anyways,
maybe we should write them a letter and tell them to stop trying to use voice chat to write their articles.
Exactly.
Maybe they're illiterate too.
Get a dictionary, UK. Come on, let's go.
They're like, Siri can write this. I can't write words.
Get spell check on that junk.
I can't read anyway. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
But regardless,
adding all those extra U's to your words.
Yeah. Regardless of which word they meant to use, it is the exact same amount that the Nintendo Switch did in the same amount of time back when it released.
Wow.
And they're also comparing it to back when the PS4 Pro dropped. It around that same time frame, it only shipped or sold, whichever one it was, 50,000 units. So both the Switch and the Xbox One X are outpacing what the PlayStation 4 Pro did in that same amount of time. So that's some good news for the Xbox One X. And I feel like for me, anyways, because I feel like this totally makes sense, because after almost an entire generation of feeling like, oh man, PlayStation 4's got all these sales going and all that, people are always talking about more power, blah, blah, blah. Now they're the top dog. So absolutely. I mean, especially people that are big fans in the Xbox ecosystem, it's like, why wouldn't you go move on to this, Makes perfect sense to me.
What I like too is that they were able to get, because obviously we know that the Xbox One launch was disastrous. It was just bad.
Yes.
There's no way around that. But what I love is that it seems that they're getting the message out. And what I mean by that is I was talking to a buddy the other day that has an S, or just got an S, and I was talking about getting the X, and he was like, "Oh, what's the big differences?" And I was telling him about 4K gaming. He was like, "The S says 4K gaming." And I was like, you sure?"
No,
and he was like, "Yeah, it says it on the box." And I was like, "Well, just read it again real close." And obviously it talks about being able to handle 4K media or something like that.
Yeah, because it has a 4K Blu-ray
player, which people are saying is terrible, by the way. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
They're saying that its player is terrible?
Yeah, they're saying the player and the S and the X is a very, very poor Blu-ray 4K
for
player.
both of them? I had not heard that.
Yeah, I saw an article that said the only thing that's worse than the Xbox One X's Blu-ray player is the Xbox One S's Blu-ray player.
Oh, wow.
And
wow, I had never heard that.
When you compare it to standalone 4K players. It's not good.
Wow, I did not know that. That's insane.
Yeah, I didn't dive into the article. I was just like, that's interesting. I'm not, I'm not interested in that much.
Right.
Well,
so I didn't dive into what it said, but I think it's shipping that much and hopefully selling that much. It really means that they got the message out that, hey, this is the better thing to get. We know that we have the Xbox One, and we know that we brought out the S just a couple months ago, and then this is the X coming out. And, I couldn't tell when I went to that Xbox One X launch party, I couldn't tell you how many times I heard just in the background in conversation, it's the most powerful console. They were just saying that over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And so I'm just glad that the message got out and that it's doing well because, just like the Switch, I feel like it would be very easy to be like, oh, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with the Switch, the marketing was so good and the product that they delivered was, you could tell that they had tried to do it already with the Wii U and just didn't get there, and they really clamped down and got it right this time. And so I was just glad that with the launch of the Xbox One vanilla, it going so bad that it seems like they really got their thing going for this one and let us hit the gates running. That's awesome.
It was nice because when we were in the store today, we were walking by an Xbox One X display and they had, hooked up to a 4K TV and playing kind of like their demo. And Sarah she said, "Is this a 4K TV?" I said, "Yeah." And she just said, "Yeah, this looks really good." So she could definitely tell. I mean, how can you not tell? But
real quick.
I'm glad.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done, Ed. My bad.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm done.
I was going to say real quick before we move on, I found another article. That original one that I was quoting was from Video Gamer. I found another one, and they listed as 80,000 units sold in the first week.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Good on them.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to see a pretty big resurgence. They're going to spend some time and money getting some first-party developers together, I think. And so look out, man. Microsoft is not done by a long shot.
They might take them. They might take 2018 for sure.
Yeah. They needed a little punch in the arm to.
I don't know that they can take 2018 only because there's no way they're gonna buy studios, whatever, and have a game to turn around by 2018.
Yeah,
their 2018 is gonna be
that's
light
not what
on
I
the
mean.
first
I
party
just mean I think they'll be the talk of the belle of the ball of 2018. Not that they'll.
Oh, gotcha.
Not that they'll. Of course, yeah. They're just now talking about stepping up their game when it comes to buying first parties and getting that content out. I know we won't see that.
That has been the number one thing for me is that I think PlayStation just has way better exclusive games that cater to my style of gaming than Xbox does, and that's why my Xbox One hasn't been turned on since Tomb Raider.
Right, and I think too going into this year, they'll be able to show things at E3 that are not possible on any other console.
Yep.
So I think
they will have the upper hand. That is for sure.
Yeah. Going into the year.
Good on you.
The Kinect X.
Yo, they better not. If they do that, I'll be so mad. Oh,
I hope they do. I'll laugh so hard.
I mean, I'll still get it, but I'm just saying.
Of course you will.
I got children. I wouldn't get it for myself.
That's right.
But for kids.
For the kids.
Let's run down some of this Game Awards.
Yeah.
Nominees.
Oh, right.
Run it down.
Hey, that's right.
Chris, you said you voted. Good job doing your duty as an American.
Yeah, I didn't even realize this was the first year where I actually went to the website to see the nominees beforehand. I've always just waited till the show and watched it. So I don't know if they've always done it to where just anybody can vote. This is the first time I ever voted on
Chris, you stop talking about my friend like that. You are not just anybody.
That's right.
I see how good you was looking last weekend. You Chris motherfucking McCracken.
Woo! Oh, I meant to post a picture of me in that suit too. I was looking good. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you were.
See?
Y'all both was looking good. You did put yourself in the middle of the frame though.
Nice. Poor Chris.
Here we go. Some nominees. I'm not going to read them all, but there was just some highlighted ones that piqued my interest. You guys stop me if there's one that you want to hear. Game of Game of the Year. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
Persona 5. PUBG. Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
And The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Woo!
Yep.
Wow.
That's a deep category. Any guesses?
Yeah.
Quickly.
I mean, it's going to be Mario.
I thought it was going to be Zelda.
I think it's unfair that Mario gets to be in there, if I was to be perfectly honest. But
I'm kind of with you.
I come from a music world where we celebrate the previous year. We don't celebrate like right now.
Oh,
the current. Yep.
And so it's like, man, that just came out. That gets a nomination already. But
yeah,
it's all good. Best Narrative. Hellblade. Horizon Zero Dawn. Nier.
Oh, wow.
What Remains of Edith Finch.
Oh, good one.
Wolfenstein 2.
Oh yeah, come on, everybody!
Rage quit.
The writing.
I don't know.
Twists.
I don't necessarily know. Oh, here we go. Best performance.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for the voice actors. Ashley Birch as Aloy.
Yep.
Brian Bloom, Wolfenstein 2 as BJ Blazkowicz.
Blazkowicz, yeah.
Did I mention I can't read? Claudia Black as Chloe Fraser, Uncharted Lost Legacy. Laura Bailey as
That's a tough category.
Nadine Ross.
Splitting those two.
And Melina Huarshins.
Yes, that's correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Hellblade as Senua.
Wow.
Or however you say that name. So that's what I love, and just give me a second here. Freaking woman dominated. There's one guy in there.
Yeah.
I love that for some strange reason. I don't know why.
No, I do too.
I just like it. Maybe because I was raised by my mom. I don't know. Best ongoing game. Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
By the way, every time I'm playing the game, Stacey's like, hey, do you want to play? Oh, you're playing Destiny 2. She always says it that way.
She says Destiny
Every
2.
single time.
Destiny 2.
Grand Theft Auto Online.
Of course.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which should that be this year? Another question. Whatever.
Sure.
It's
Well,
ongoing.
Because
game.
It's ongoing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Solitaire. I'm just kidding. Player Unknown's Battleground. PUBG. Yeah, exactly. Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, wow.
And Warframe.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Wow. All right.
Best independent game. Cuphead.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that'll win.
Hellblade.
Mm.
Night in the Woods. Pyre. And What Remains of Edith Finch again.
What is Hellblade? I don't know that one at all.
You would know it if you saw
you'd
the
know it
cover.
if you saw it. Yeah, you would.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually think I might pick it up at some point. I want to give it a shot, I think.
Yeah, we saw it at E3 too. They had it over I think they were playing it on the Alienware.
Oh, really? Okay.
Alienware section.
Okay.
Best mobile game. Fire Emblem. Or maybe that was PAX. I don't remember.
Was it? Because I thought it was is it PC and PS4? I thought it was a PS4 only thing.
Is Hellblade a top down?
Am I thinking of Hellraiser or Hell?
No, it's not top down.
Hell. There's another Hell game.
It is on Steam. It's on Steam as well. So it must be PC, PS4.
Yeah. Best mobile game, which I've barely heard of any of these. Fire Emblem Heroes.
Okay.
Hidden Folks.
Oh, yep.
Monument Valley 2.
Oh, nice.
Old Man's Journey. And Super Mario Run.
Really?
I
all right.
Did enjoy that game. Best handheld game. And the only reason I'm doing this is just because I think it's funny. Ever Oasis, Nintendo. Fire Emblem Echoes, Nintendo. Metroid, Nintendo. Monster Hunter Stories, Nintendo. Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World, Nintendo. So either way, Nintendo's taking that thing home. Yeah.
They better.
Exactly. Best action game. Cuphead.
Oh.
Destiny 2. Neo. Prey. Wolfenstein 2.
I don't know if I would have thought of Cuphead as an action game. I mean, I guess it is, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's weird.
Best action/adventure game.
Oh, there you go.
Assassin's Creed Oranges. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Nice.
Super Mario Odyssey. The Legend of Zelda. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
That's a tough category.
Best role-playing game. Divinity. Original Sin 2. Final Fantasy 15. Nier, which I didn't know was a role-playing game. Persona 5. And South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
There it is.
Come on now. Come on.
That's awesome. They got nominated.
Yeah, I love that too. Best multiplayer game. Call of Duty World War II. Destiny 2. Fortnite. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
Really?
PUBG, and Splatoon 2.
Overwatch isn't
Okay.
on there at all, huh?
Wow, that surprises me.
Maybe because it's last year.
Last year.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Most
That's true.
anticipated game.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny. Because you don't know when any of these are coming out, really.
Right.
God of
That's
War.
why you're anticipating it.
I guess so. God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, and The Last of Us Part 2. Ooh.
Wow, yeah.
What do you guys think?
Last of Us.
Last of Us,
For
probably,
me, I'm
right?
only speaking for myself.
I think
I was thinking
might-
Red Dead, man.
I might be
could
Red
take
Dead
it.
for me, but I think The Last of Us might take it.
I think Red
Last
Dead
of
will
Us
take it only because it's multi-platform. So more people would vote.
Oh, yeah.
There'd be a
Yeah,
bigger
there you
pool
go.
voting for Red Dead than Last of Us. I'm reading this one for Chris, Trending Gamer, Andrea Renee,
Hey.
Clint Lexa, Guy. Oh man,
Fieri
no.
taking you to Flavortown.
Be him. He's Dr. Disrespect, the guy with the black wig and the glasses
And the mustache.
and the mustache. He plays a lot of PUBG. He was at PAX, so we got
Twitch
to
streamer.
sit and watch him play for a little bit.
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, that's his
Dr.
name.
Disrespect.
That's hilarious.
Mike Grzinski.
Mike Krasinski.
Mike Grzisik. Anyway, he goes by Shroud. And Steven Spone, Able Gamers. You think Andrea will take that thing?
That's my vote.
There you go. That's who you voted for.
Yep.
There you go.
Best esports game, Counter-Strike Global Offensive,
Mm.
Dota 2, League of Legends, Overwatch, and Rocket League. Ooh,
Wow, that's tough too.
Ooh.
that's deep.
Mhm.
That's the last one I had. I'll do Student Game Award.
Okay.
Falling Sky from I don't know how to say that name.
From Falling Sky.
Yeah. From Light, Hallowed. Sorry.
Can you goad? What?
I'm in Christmas season, so I'm like, hallowed be thy name. Hallowed.
Yeah, like
Impulsion, Level Squared, and Meaning.
Ooh.
none of those.
I know, but it's fun that there's students out
Sure,
there getting freaking awarded. I love that.
Right?
So that's pretty cool. I love the Game Awards. Can't wait to watch them. I don't know when they're on, but usually I find out right before they come on and get to watch them and enjoy them.
I believe it's usually the first week in December. And it should be on Twitch,
Okay.
I think.
And it says the nominees are selected by a jury of 51 media and influencer outlets, and voting is now open to the public on most awards, and fans can vote via the Game Awards website or on social media platforms. So go vote.
Mm-hmm.
Do your part. I didn't vote for president, but I might do this.
Thanks,
All right.
Gabe.
Yeah, way to go, Gabe.
Oh, where
Way
I
to
live,
make
it
the real
doesn't matter.
difference.
Yeah, where I live, it doesn't matter.
It's true.
Trust me.
Oh Lord.
Chris,
Come
what
on.
else you got for us?
I'm going to stick a little bit on the Xbox side. They announced a feature, I think it was about a month ago, and was available to the Xbox Insider program. But it's they've rolled it out to everybody now. It's the ability to gift games in the Xbox
Yes.
store.
That's great.
And I
That's
think,
so good.
yeah, absolutely, because
It's a
like
great idea.
I think Google Play and I know iOS have had this forever, and I've loved that I could just gift somebody an application or whatever. And so when we moved into this generation of consoles, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna gift a game, to somebody. Especially when you get like those little $20 games that come out, like, oh, so and so would really love this little arcade game or whatever, and you can't do or for the longest time you couldn't do it on either console. Now you can do it at least on the Xbox side. It's still not available on the PSN side, but I'm hoping this. I mean, there's a lot of things that the Xbox side does that the PSN is like, man, I hope this makes them do it, and they don't. But I'm hoping this is one of the things that they bring out there, because I would really, really love. I mean, I feel like it's a no-brainer, because the more avenues, the more ways people have to purchase stuff on your store, the more likely it's going to happen. So, I mean, I know I would have already gifted a handful of games if they could have done
That's
it
right.
sooner.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
I'm super excited about this.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that they're doing that. And I don't know that I knew that you could do that on iOS and Google. That's awesome.
I gifted you Mario Run.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember how we got it. I didn't remember if you just like
gotcha.
sent me $10 dollars in credits or whatever the freak.
Yeah.
And then
if it's an application that you pay for, like if it's a free app, it doesn't work.
That's
so
what I'm
I guess
saying.
that
And
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
Free. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, if it's an app you can pay for, then you could just pay for it and then send it. I think you do it through their email or whatever, and you just send it to them and they can download it.
So you didn't gift me Super Mario Run.
Well, I did, but I didn't.
MTTG, oops. Switch.
Nice.
No.
I know. This is funny. It is a funny headline because I didn't know that it was a finally type thing. But Nintendo is finally making another Super Mario Brothers movie.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
finally.
Yeah, right. I didn't know it was finally either. I was like, I didn't know that was something we were waiting on, only because I don't like when video games become movies. I'm like, no, don't do it. Just leave them in the game. And let
Do they think we forgot what happened the last time they tried that?
Well, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, but yeah.
And they've made like Pokemon movies since that people have enjoyed.
Yeah.
And but I'm with you. They're doing it with Illumination Entertainment. They're the guys behind Despicable Me.
So it'll be animated.
Yeah, so it'll be animated.
Oh, okay.
So that's
I'm
great.
fine with that.
That
then.
I'm fine with.
That's fine. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Would you see
Yeah.
it,
No. Well, I mean, maybe. Depends.
Ed?
If it comes on Netflix or Amazon, I might watch it.
Tim?
Yeah, maybe.
If it came to Redbox, Ed, would you see it?
No, I've never done Redbox at all.
Why?
Yeah, neither have I.
What?
I got no need, man.
Oh man, I love it. I love Redbox. That old box.
Nah, man, I take a risk.
I mean, if it looks fun, I would watch it.
I roll the dice.
I pay for it and regret it.
That's right.
That's funny. I'll definitely try to see the Super Mario movie. Remy is uber into Mario right now. We almost had him be Mario for Halloween, but they didn't have his costume and his size for procrastinating parents. So
Oh, it's all good.
so he was Mickey, who he equally loves. Chris, what else you got?
So, Gabe had mentioned, I think it may have been last week, that GameStop was coming out with this Game Pass program
Yeah.
where you could pay $60 and for like 6 months you could just rent or basically take any used game they had and just play it and then bring it back and swap it out for another one.
Was trying to like you, GameStop.
Yeah, well, they've kind of suspended that for the time being. In fact, they've taken all the marketing materials and they like had to take down the signs. They stopped advertising, and they're just like, "Oh, that's not a thing."
Crazy.
And apparently, it seems that the reason that they've done this is because their systems are too outdated and can't accommodate and track the service that they're trying to do. So they realized,
no
okay,
sense.
so I guess they're going to have to upgrade all their systems before they can actually implement this program.
What?
So I feel like it's a thing that will happen at some point, assuming they can update their systems to do it. But for the time being, it's not going to happen until they get all this stuff squared away.
There's no way that's the real reason, right?
I mean, that can't be the real reason.
That's kind of the way that it. I don't think there's been an official word from GameStop.
Isn't it just weird that they would say they were going to do something but had nothing in place to do it?
Well,
That's like if I said, Chris, I'm gonna drive over to your house, and you're like, cool, what time? I was like, I'll be there around 7. And then I called you at 5, and I was like, hey, I don't have a car.
It's a little bit different where it's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna Skype with you, and then you go in there like, oh my gosh, I just realized when I opened Skype that it doesn't recognize my microphone. It's really more like that.
Are you
I
sure?
can see how it could happen. To me,
It's kind of like
is.
if Oprah was like, you get a car, you get a car. Also, I don't have any cars.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's exactly.
There you go.
That's exactly. It bums me out, man, because I felt like this was like around the corner. Like it felt like the way they were pumping it up was like they were about to start doing it. I think that's what bums me out. It's not like they were like, hey, in 2019, we're going to do this thing, or summer of 2018. I thought they were talking about doing it like soon. So that's the thing that bums me out the most about it.
If they had signage up in the stores, yeah.
So Polygon reached out to GameStop and they replied with a statement, said, "We have elected to temporarily pause the rollout of our new Power Pass subscription service based on a few program limitations we identified. We feel this is the right thing to do for now to ensure that we are able to provide our guests with exceptional service." So it seems like that is indeed the case.
So it's like a game getting pushed back.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, they're not canceling it, saying, "Oh, we're not doing this at all." It's more about they're like, "Oh, we can do this," and then as they were trying to implement it, they're like, "Oh, wait, looks like technically speaking, we can't because of this, that, or whatever," and they got to iron all that out. Which I agree, they probably should have looked into that beforehand, but still.
Yeah,
technology's crazy, man. Sometimes things
I thought it
don't
was
work.
a great idea. I mean, obviously, I had my worries about it, but I mean, I get it. I mean, we want a better game to come out, so when they push it back, we're like, you know what? Yeah, push it back because we want a better game. So I'll give the same. I'll extend the same grace to GameStop.
But these used games are already out.
I'm gonna read the last little bit of. They had a little bit more on the statements on the next page. It says those guests who have already purchased the service, we are allowing them to. Now let me read the whole thing.
He knows we're gonna say something.
I didn't know that they were allowing people to purchase it already. That's crazy.
Well, apparently they are. Now calm down. It says we are allowing them to bring the pass and the video game they have checked out back to receive.
People are already checking out games
to receive a full refund, and in addition, we are allowing them to pick out any pre-owned video game for free.
I should have signed up.
Yeah, see,
that's man.
That's why we listened to the whole comment first.
I understand, but that makes me more upset that they were already doing it. I thought it wasn't open yet. I thought they weren't. Oh.
I didn't think it was out either.
How could they already be doing it if their systems can't do it?
Man, it's GameStop. They do crazy stuff all the time. Who knows?
Yeah, they do.
Who knows?
I guess
it's
it's like their servers crashing. I guess it's like the first day and the servers crashing.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to extend grace, even though that's annoying.
I'm allowing you to return our game.
And then they're going to be scratching their heads when their fourth quarter sales and they don't meet their goals. Going to be like, I wonder why that happened.
They're not going to wonder.
No,
well, I hope they get that figured out and they bring it back because that is.
I know, right?
I think it's a great idea. I think that when I first saw the story, I thought that it was more like so many people were clamoring for it, and they were like, "Oh man, we don't really have that many used games to be able to give to the public in this way." You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's a way worse reason. I'm just kidding.
It's
worse than I thought.
Well, it's only worse because they let people go home with games already.
I love that.
That's really funny. That sucks, man. That sucks. Gosh. But they'll bring it back. It'll be better than ever, and I will still take part in it.
Oh, you're so positive.
Hoping that they mess up again and I get a free game. I'm just kidding.
There you go.
So people are sending death threats to people at Star Wars Battlefront 2.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't, and we know our community didn't. But people need to chill out. That's like if I was sending death threats to GameStop right now.
Yeah.
So people are not happy about the microtransactions and how much it costs to unlock some of these characters that they want to play, which is interesting for me because I'm only in my own shoes and I wasn't that hype on playing as the heroes in the first Battlefront. I felt like it was too much pressure.
No, man, I love playing as the heroes.
But exactly, and I know people do, and so I guess the paywall was just really high before Vader and these guys started unlocking, and so people have been sending death threats. Which, what's a death threat?
Come on.
Well, what's a death threat nowadays? You know what I'm saying? With things like Twitter, what's a death threat? I'ma kill you on Twitter. Like, come on, y'all. Let's be for real. That's ridiculous. Don't even say things like that. But I hope that nobody actually felt scared for their safety because that sucks. However, yesterday, Monday, EA's Twitter did say, "You keep talking and we'll keep listening." Today, we've drastically reduced the cost of hero unlocks in Star Wars Battlefront 2. So they pivoted, which is great. I hate that social media can steer things like this, but if it really was outlandish, then I guess it's okay. I don't know how much it was to unlock these guys. Do you know how much it was, Chris?
It was 60 for Vader and Skywalker in particular. They're all a little bit different prices, but Vader and Luke Skywalker are like the highest, most premium coveted ones, if you will, at least according to what they were expecting. They were
so you pay $60 for the game and then have to pay $60 more to play as Vader or...
Well, no, there's 60,000 credits. And so you can earn these credits just by playing the game. But based on the EA Access couple hours that you could do, a person on Reddit had played and saw, they played for so many hours. They saw how many credits they could earn per hour, and they calculated it up. And from their math, they said it's going to take about 40 hours of play to unlock one character.
So what?
That's a lot of gameplay to unlock one character, especially when you compare it to Battlefront 1, where it was just an icon on the multiplayer map. If you just went over the icon, you just got the player. You didn't have to unlock any of the stuff. Now, look, I play a lot of multiplayer games, and I honestly, for the most part, in a lot of different areas, I really don't care about microtransactions that much, quite frankly. I mean, it doesn't get me all in, a tizzy like it does a bunch of people. I really don't care for the most part. Where I don't like it is when it does become legitimately pay to win. Now, outside of this aspect in particular,
yes,
Battlefront, and even still now, is basically still pay to win. Like, you can pay money and you can get a very big advantage over somebody else that can still earn the same things by just playing the game, but it's going to take them not just like a little bit more time, like a lot more time. And this thing, and I'm still going to play Battlefront even with that aspect, and it does bother me. I'm probably not going to buy any of the microtransactions because I don't want to. I just like running around in the big field. But this one really bothered me as well because, in Battlefront, I don't mind you changing the system and the way that you acquire the heroes if you want to experiment and do something different. But making them so ridiculously hard to obtain by just playing the game is crazy. This and the whole pay-to-win aspect stuff. Battlefront's done based on the changes that they've made and the way that they've gone, and it's probably all directed by EA. I mean, DICE is getting all the flack for it, and rightfully so. They're the ones who made the game, but it's probably dictated by EA, and it's a really bad situation because I really enjoyed Battlefront 1. People really wanted to enjoy Battlefront 2 because it includes a single player campaign, but they've just done a lot of really scummy things to the multiplayer side in terms of all the microtransaction stuff and the whole pay-to-win aspect and making the characters that everybody or the majority of people really want to play, making them so hard to obtain without doing anything else.
And things that people need to realize too is that pay-to-win is a overused
yes, it is
saying.
Yes.
A lot of times people use that when it's not actually pay to win.
Yes.
But this actually was. And
Yes.
so that is a frustrating thing. So if I pick it up and Chris picks it up and Chris wants to dump $100 extra into it and I don't have that to do that, then there's no chance that I have against Chris. Then that feels unfair. But at the same time, I understand where people are like, well, he had the $100, he wanted to pay it, so he gets to be better than you. I get that, but that seems it does seem shady. It seems like, oh, come on. You know what I'm saying?
I have no problem. Like when everybody was, all in an uproar over Shadow of War having microtransactions that could make your single player content, you could move up in your single player content faster. For me, I didn't care. You're playing against an AI. Why do I care? Why do you care if Joe across the street, makes it to Sauron or whatever the heck the end of that game is quicker than you do because he spent a little bit extra money? It's not affecting you. When it comes to multiplayer stuff, especially things which I'm not saying Battlefront 2 is going to become an esport, but let's just say it could. I mean, any multiplayer game could become an esport.
Sure.
A game where there is competitive multiplayer should not have in any way, shape, or form a way for you to pay money and gain a competitive advantage. If it's simply a skin, like just a cosmetic thing, I don't care. Put all the microtransactions in your game that you want because, quite frankly, and people don't like to hear this, but games are cheap today and they cost a lot of money to make. Games have been $60 forever, and these developers need ways to make more money. That's why
and
I
they
don't
used to
have
be
a
more
problem
expensive, is what we need to also realize.
Yes, they've been $60 for about at least 2 full generations for the most part. Now, granted, you can buy games nowadays and it might be $80 if you get it in bundled in with the season pass or whatever. But it's like people, and when you look at the statistics, everybody likes to complain online, but people are paying for these microtransactions, and you could very much make the argument that it's what's helping keep games at $60. So if you want your $60 game, developer, they gotta make their money back somewhere. These games cost way more money to make.
Yep.
With all the fidelity and everything going up, it take much longer. I mean, and you see all these studios that are having all these layoffs all the times like that. In order to help not do those kinds of things, they need to still be able to make a lot more money, and they're keeping the price so far at $60. That's why I understand why a lot of people, to kind of pivot the point a little bit, a lot of people will always be like, oh, a digital game should not cost me as much as a physical game because it's less for them to actually make it because they don't have to press onto a disc. And yes, I absolutely get that point of view. But I've always taken it a different way. It's like, well, okay, but they're making more money if they don't press a disc and you still buy it for $60, and then they don't have to up the price of the games. To me, it's been a way to help keep the price of the game $60.
Yep.
That's part of the reason why I've never had an issue with it. But it's just this part in particular, or this case in particular, the fact that you can pay money and get a competitive advantage like right away or pretty quickly, it feels very disingenuous and
and
shady,
this is a rare
it's a bummer.
thing. It's
it
not
really is a
something
bummer.
that happens all the time. It is a bummer. This all started on Reddit.
Yes.
Someone posted, and the title said, "Seriously, I paid $80 to have Vader locked," and it was the most downvoted comment. No, I'm sorry. Somebody from EA commented on that, and that was the most downvoted comment in the history of Reddit.
Yep.
With 306,000 for the score. The previous downvote comment was 24,000. This was 306,000 downvotes. That's insane.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a whole lot. And obviously, like, all those people weren't going to run out and get Star Wars. But, sometimes you just hop on the train. Like, oh, yeah, me too. I'm pissed too. Yeah, me too. Like, oh, yeah, were you going to get it? No. Do you have a PlayStation? No, I don't. But it does show the power of the people. And just like the Xbox One launch, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was mad about the things that they were going to do. And they got in an uproar, and they're like, I mean, you can put discs in it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to. What? No, look over here. And so, hate that social media can do this, but it seems like in this case, to me, what seemed like a really unfair thing is getting worked out. So I don't know what the heroes got down to, but.
Well, they're down. So like Vader and Luke, like I said, I was saying before, I don't remember if I actually went through that, they were going to be 60,000 credits.
Right.
They're now 15. They've been all the heroes, whatever their cost was, they've been cut by 75%.
Yeah, that's a big drop.
And like you and I think Gabe, you and I think Ed said that you don't like that social media can affect a change like this. Like, what is your problem with it? Explain. What do you mean by that exactly?
I don't love. It seems like social media, to me, it can become a bandwagon type thing. So even if you don't actually have a gripe, people will jump, just like this 306,000, downvote. Like, I don't think that actually means that there was 306,000 people out there that were on Reddit that were going to buy this game anyway. Yes. And so you can hop on a bandwagon and cheer a cause on that you might not really be educated on, know anything about, but you just become part of the noise instead of having a decent conversation going on. That's all.
And I feel like it could very easily mess around with someone's artistic integrity. Like if you say this is the game we want, and if enough people throw a stink and are trained that if they throw a stink, they'll change it, then it becomes not what the vision of whatever the game makers have, but just whatever this loud rabble wants.
Yeah, but I feel like the majority of I'm going to sticking just to the gaming side of things in this, but I feel like the majority of game makers, developers, that's not an avenue they're going to go. The only, quite frankly, the only one I can even think of off the top of my head that ever did something like that was when everybody like complained like crazy because of the ending of Mass Effect 3, and then they went and made a downloadable content version that changed the ending of the game.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only time I remember that ever happening.
a
Whereas in
huge
this
deal.
case in particular, this is, for all intents and purposes, and I think even objectively you could look at it and you could say these are nefarious like practices being done in this game. It's not like an artistic integrity kind of thing at all. This is they're doing things, they're making changes to this game from the first one that are obviously meant to be almost no way to get around it, and to make you spend either more time or money in order to do it, which is a vast change from the other one. So in cases like this, I have no problem with it. I do agree with you. Like I thought it was crazy, absolutely crazy when they changed the ending to Mass Effect, regardless of how many complained, because they'd already bought the game, number one. Number two, it's like, come on. I mean, if this is the story you truly wanted to tell, you need to stick by your guns and just stick to that,
Right.
So I totally agree in an aspect similar to that.
And
I'm talking play Mass Effect.
Right. And when I say things like that too, I'm thinking of like, there was a very popular show, a lot of us watched it, called Lost. And it's what the writers said they ran into all the time, is that the loud few would say, we hate this about this show. And the writers said they would change direction from where they were going because they were like, well, we need to give them what they want, right? And so, and then Lost, to me, became sort of a mess. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And that is more towards the artistic side of things, not a money grab.
Right.
And I feel like in this case, in particular, because a lot of this hoopla came out first from the beta, and then as more of this information was coming out from EA Access, like EA and DICE, however you want to look at it, like they have access to pre-order numbers, and they can see if a lot of people went to their GameStops or wherever and started canceling pre-orders. I would be willing to bet, of course I don't know, but I would be willing to bet they have data showing them that, oh my gosh, not only are these people really upset, but they're actually making good on what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Because they said they're going to come kill me at my house.
Well, no, that's just the fringe crazies that are on the internet that you just got to kind of ignore from. I'm not talking about those people, but I'm talking about actual monetarily, which is what a company like EA is actually paying the most attention to, is where's our profit margin going? If they saw it dipping down and people canceling pre-orders left and right, well, then that could have, more so than anything else, probably been why they started making these changes and making them so quickly, quite frankly. I don't know that to be the case. That would be my speculation, obviously. But.
Yeah. But if it came up during the beta, I mean, that's kind of what a beta is for, right? To kind of like test the waters. And it even says this may not be the final, the things might change. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Which in the beta in particular, they usually ask for like, oh, give us your feedback. So they got their feedback.
Just not your death threats.
That's where it gets ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Chris, what else you got?
That was actually the last story I had, so I just tag teamed it with you.
There we go. Ed Placencia.
Yes, sir.
Lay it all the way on us.
All the way on, yeah. Over on the new on the YouTube.
I like the
on the new tubes. I like that. We've got Star Wars Battlefront 2. As much of the campaign that we could do, part 1 through 4 is up there. Wolfenstein, almost the ending, part 16 through 25.
Nearly there.
So pull the Gabe Patillo on them.
Yeah, right. You get to crawl up the ladder and look at what the final battle is going to look like for a split second, and then just pretend. And then I forgot about
let people use their imaginations.
Exactly. It's like a choose your own adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot that. That's right. Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy Episode 5, Don't Stop Believin', parts 1 through 6.
Nice.
That is up there as well. Looking at the top 10 YouTube videos, combining the average watch time and views for the week of November 6th through the 12th.
Let me guess.
Oh, you'll never guess. Are you kidding me? Number 10. Gabe and Chris react to The Last of Us Part 2.
Ooh, wait, what a drop.
That's all right.
We're still
Number
there.
9. Watch Dogs 2 Part 19. Pain Job.
Hey.
Welcome
All right,
back.
we're back.
Hey.
Number 8, Hue Part 8, green.
Ah.
There we go.
Number 7, Watch Dogs 2, Part 48, Ghost Signals. Number 6, Hue Part 5, red. Number 5, Hue Part 7, yellow. Number 4, Hue Part 9, mountains. Number 3, Hue Part 4, pink. It's the singer, though, so it's okay.
Yeah,
Number
sure.
2, Hue Part 10, university. Number 1, Hue Part 11, ending. That's a shocker.
Shortcut swamp.
I know. Whatever happened to those poor people?
That's funny.
Wow, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ed.
You're welcome.
Well, every week we ask you guys a question. Last week was no different. We asked you guys, what are you playing? And we actually got a lot of responses as usual.
Yeah.
I'll read 3 from each. Starting over on the Discordia. We've got Mark Boucher still working on Mario Odyssey after finishing the main story, Call of Duty World War II, and going back through the Batman Arkham series from my Extra Life stream throughout
Yeah, he is.
November.
Ooh, nice.
Liked that series. Liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kabowski. No?
Morning
Nope.
crew.
There it is. All right.
I got you.
Mostly it's Call of Duty World War II, Assassin's Creed Oranges, and South Park Phone Destroyer for me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man, I've got to download that.
And we never saw Router again.
Yeah, exactly. Good night, everybody. That's it for me.
Cut to router in a tub, phone in Ziploc bag.
That's
exactly.
right.
Pulling a haul. That's funny. And then we've got Romaine. I'm currently playing XCOM 2 and Xenoblade 1, which I'm trying to finish before the sequel comes out. Related to the question, this year I decided to keep a list of every game I finished so I could look back on it on New Year's. And then he puts a list of games that he's beat. And I'm not going to list them, but I'll say there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 games. That's incredible.
Dang.
Wow.
Right?
Man, what am I doing with my life? Over on...
You got 3 kids, dude.
Yeah, 3
No.
kids, man. You're living.
No, I need to be beating 33 games. That's what I need to be doing. Might be 34. I think it's 30. Let's see. Oh, he put Uncharted 1 through 4. Wow. That's awesome. What a ride. Over on Facebook, we got Chris Harris. Elder Scroll Online, PC, of course. Unlimited Quest. Awesome free-to-play system. I'm playing it as if I would play Elder Scrolls, but with buddies when I feel like being social. I know that's right. You don't always feel like being social. Sometimes you got to get on there and be invisible. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
There you go.
Jason Marshall said AC Origins. It's hard for me to say origins.
I know, man. I do too.
Because we've said oranges so many times. On my Xbox One X, this game is amazing. Also going through my catalog and testing all the new patches for the One X. Everything looks and runs great.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
As it should.
I don't know how to say this next person's name, but I never heard of the game, so I wanted to say it. If I were to guess, oh man, there's a lot of letters next to each other, guys.
That's how words work.
Yeah.
That's what. Yep, there is a space in there.
That's how words work.
Perzimek,
Okay.
Siselski.
Oh, that's a lot of consonants together.
That was the one that I had like a couple weeks ago. Persiamak Sisowski.
Did you ever figure out how to say it?
No, he never responded. So we'll go with that. Well done, Gabe. Good job. You nailed it.
I knew it. I knew I'd get it right.
See?
You would too. I believe in you.
He says, World of Warships and Heroes and Generals. I never heard of Heroes and Generals. Sweet.
No.
Glad you're playing it. Glad you're enjoying it. Over on Twitter, At Marvel Zombie 616, Fortnite Battle Royale has me addicted. I can't put it down. I have one win and one time as the last man standing. Now I play match after match trying to figure out a strategy to get another win, and I enjoy every minute. It truly has its hooks in me.
Very nice.
I replied and said, dude, teach me that game. Because I tried Fortnite a couple times and died with the swiftness. At Chaman Bassett, starting .hack remaster on PS4 and then making time for Evil Within 2. Oh, Chaman likes those freaking scary games. What's wrong with you? Pray for you, Doc. Pray for you. At Playing Nintendo, our boy Donnie Reese.
There he is.
Pretty much any, and this is going to surprise you guys, his answer. Pretty much anything that has a 4K patch on Xbox One X until Black Friday deals hit. Looking for Wolfenstein 2 and The Evil Within 2 until Xenoblade 2 hits on the Switch. Yeah, Donnie.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Had a whole list of games
Switching it up like that.
That wasn't Nintendo. I love that. Tess McPherson at Loki Lover 101.
That's
Assassin's Creed Origins.
There you go.
I love it. I love it so much. My favorite Assassin's Creed ever.
Oh,
do you guys concur?
Yes.
I'm drooling right now. I can't wait. Let's do this.
Yeah, you're trying to get the other one out of the way first, aren't you?
Yeah, I got to get this one done.
There you go. Well, thank you guys so much for your questions. You know where to find for your answers. You guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/marriedtothegames. Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Of course, marriedtothegames.com. Like Ed said, YouTube.com/marriedtothegames. And now on Patreon. If you want to support the show, come holler at your boys at patreon.com/MTTG. Which we all know stands for Street Team.
That's right.
Right on.
And Ed.
I will not be encouraging you to leave a comment, subscribe, and rate on iTunes because Chris and I are on our suspension not drinking eggnog.
Hey, well done, sir.
Take that.
I like it.
One episode suspension.
Exactly. But seriously, rate us on iTunes.
Yes.
But yeah.
Well, let's get into some questions.
All right, we're going to start with some Discord. We're going to start with Stumpwater Jack, Chompy.
Oh, that's what I forgot.
Dude.
I
How did I
know.
forget that? Oh,
You forgetful ninny.
I was like a man all ready to go to prom, headed to the
Wait, what did you do?
the gaming expo that happened here in Franklin.
What did you do?
I had my tux on. I was going to pick up my lovely date, Tim Router.
Oh, yeah.
He told me he was going with another man to do some other things. And so I sulked back to my room and I threw the corsage down on the ground.
This is extremely elaborate.
And then it dawned on me, Stumpwater Jack. He lives in Nashville. He's a friend of mine. I call him Gonzo. You might know him as Chumpy. And I hit him up. I said, what you doing? He said, I'm just chilling here watching Married to the Games community members do Extra Life.
What up?
Nice.
Because he's down for the cause. I said, well, put on your best dress and let's go to this gaming expo. And he said, I'm there. And me and him went together and we had a great time.
That's awesome.
We beat bad dudes.
Yeah, you did.
We hung out for a couple hours. And then I left because I'm a parent. And he stayed till 1:45 in the morning having a good old time. Gonzo, it was good hanging out. I'm sorry I forgot that in my week update. I knew there was something I forgot.
Oh,
That's
there it
awesome,
is.
man. That's
I'm
so
sorry
cool.
I couldn't make it, man. We had that last soccer game,
Whatever.
and then just all right.
Left me. I still had to pay for the limo and everything.
Right?
I'll pay you back. Just bill me tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Discord. Let's try this again. Stumpwater Jack. Not sure if this has been asked before, but how long did you know your spouse before you dated, and how long before dating turned to engagement?
Ooh,
I like that. I don't think we've had that one.
that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Ed?
We started dating in the middle of June.
No, how long
and
did you know her before you started dating?
2 weeks, maybe. She was a barista at the coffee shop I went to all the time, so
Right.
I sort of got to know her a little bit. We started dating in June, and we were married in October.
Woo!
Wow.
Quick, fast,
Right.
and in a hurry.
Right?
Right.
He said he not going to deal with that temptation.
No.
Get this thing going.
I know one way around that.
That's right. Marry it.
Yeah.
Put a ring on it.
Put a ring on
It'd be
it.
like they should have put a ring on it.
That's right.
Chris
That's
McCracken.
right.
I knew Stacy for a couple of years because we worked together. And then what was the second part? Like, how long were we
And
dating
then how
before
long
we
did you
got
date
engaged?
before? Yeah.
We dated.
And then
for
how
a-
long did you date before you got married? I think it was. Was that
we
right?
dated for about a year, a little
Yeah.
over a year before I asked her to marry me.
Sweet. Tim?
All right. So how this went with me was that sophomore year at college, Lauren was on our floor because the floor was divided up into guys' room, then girls' room, then guys' room, then girls' room. So it was a
Co-ed.
it was a co-ed. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. A co-ed dorm. So I met her
That's dangerous.
as we were basically moving in that first week, and then we didn't start dating until I want to say like February. And then we didn't get married until a year after we graduated. So I've known her. I knew her for a few months, dated her for 3.5 years before we got married. Well, no, 4 years until we got married.
How long before you got engaged?
Before we got engaged, it was, well, no, I mean, I proposed to her after we had already graduated college. And so.
Woo, that's a long time dating. Woo,
Yeah, it's a long time, man. We dated for a long time.
yeah, college. College will do
But I mean,
that.
we were in college, so like
Yeah,
I had
college
to
will do
we
that.
had to find jobs. Like I wanted to be able to, like, I knew she was the one, but I just like I had to handle my business
Mhm.
and try and figure out what I
If
was
you're
going
gonna
to
be
do
a
with my
drummer
life
or not.
and how I could afford it, or a professional DJ, either one.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man.
I knew Jenny I had just met her. It wasn't as quick as Ed, but I think I'd met her in like November or December. And then we started dating in June. And then got engaged the following May.
Hmm.
So yeah, something like that. I can't do that math right
Nice.
now, but y'all are smarter than me. And put it together.
There you go.
And then we were married 4 months later.
Very
Those are
nice.
beautiful.
There you have it.
Quick turnarounds,
Mm-hmm. Except you and Chris.
right? Except for me.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's a great question because I don't think we had.
yeah. I don't
specifically
remember that
one.
either.
Yeah.
That was a good one. All right, moving on. Eric Thompson, our boy, our extra life boy.
Yeah, that's
I should
right.
say. Here's something of a hypothetical question to work your mind grapes.
Mm.
If you could bring one person back to life and have them crash on your couch for 3 months, who would
3
it be and
months?
why? Yeah. The stipulations: the person must be dead as
Okay.
of the asking of this question. You can take them out of the house with you, but at the risk of them being spotted and causing all kinds of messy controversy. Basically, they're your house guest. They can speak English and operate basic machines and appliances, but you have to teach them anything more advanced, like how to use a computer.
What the
or play the
freak?
play the PS4, unless they lived it in recent years. Have at it. P.S. When asked this question on my podcast, I chose Mozart, just to sit him down in front of a modern keyboard with all the patches and voicings and see what he'd write. and that dude knew how to have a good time.
You're talking like it happened.
That's a fantastic person to bring back. I think that's pretty cool.
Mozart, yeah, that's a cool one. All right, dead to crash on my couch and get to hang out with and talk with.
Right.
Wow.
And then maybe having to teach them something about modern technology, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I can't stand teaching people computers, so I'd just be like, I'll do it. Just tell me
Like,
what you
you
want
just
your
sit and
email
watch.
to what you want your
That's
email
right.
to be.
Just sit and watch.
I want to watch you hunt and peck. Man, that's a good question. Chris, you have one?
No, I really don't know.
They have to live with you for 3 months.
Somebody dead.
Tim, you have one?
Man,
that is tough.
Man, no. I am stumped on this one. And nobody can say Jesus.
I know.
Okay?
I mean, that I know. I was
that's
trying
off the
not to go with the youth group answer.
Yeah, right?
Ed, you don't have one?
Yeah, I'm going Robin Williams.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
Man, that's fantastic.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, that's really good.
Can't take him out the house, though.
That's all right. We'll just sit and laugh.
Oh,
For
yeah.
3 months? Ooh,
Yeah, man.
I guess so.
My cheeks will hurt. Be laughing so much.
Yeah, your cheeks will hurt like after day 2. Like, I can't
Yeah.
imagine what the rest of the days would be like. Ooh.
I'd be like, okay, let's do improv the rest of the day.
Oh, man. The rest of the 3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Like, come on over, Gabe. We're doing improv with Robin Williams.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'd probably come over at that point. Yeah,
Oh, I would.
I'd make the drive for sure. Be like, Robert Williams really at your crib? I guess I'd have to say Mike Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would.
Only
I
to
think
be,
you'd say
only
that.
to like, you never knew who he actually was. And so I
Yeah.
think he would keep up whatever thing for like 3 weeks
Mhm.
and then have to eventually just be who he was. And I'm guessing he'd be really eccentric and I'd be really happy that the 3 months was over.
Yeah, you probably want to kick. You probably want to. All right, you can go back in the grave now.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't know if I could actually do Michael Jackson for 3 months.
Yeah, that guy's probably got a heck of a writer.
Yeah, exactly. Here's your just a green M&M, sir.
Right.
Yeah, I guess Mike Jackson. Ooh, that would get annoying though.
Yeah.
Like every 2 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I'd imagine you only keep that up for a little bit. Chris?
I don't know. The only kinds of things that I can somewhat think about is people that were tied to mysteries.
Okay.
But I don't want
Ooh.
anybody for like 3 months. Like I just want them to be there for like 2, like maybe 3 hours and just answer some questions.
like
You're like Amelia
dinner.
Earhart or something, like just tell me what happened.
An
That's what
extended
happened? Okay,
interview.
cool. Now you can go back to your afterlife.
Okay,
whatever.
next. Yeah.
Yeah, like I really
Right.
don't want, there's nobody I can think of that I want them sitting on my couch for 3 months and I got to
That's
teach
a
them
long
like,
time.
this is a television. This is no, I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Shoot.
That is.
There's
really
so
tough,
many
man.
people that we've lost too soon, for sure.
I know.
And none of them are coming to mind. So,
Yeah.
Tim, did you have one?
No, but maybe we could bring back Biggie Smalls and he could write
Yeah,
some
like-
more raps for us.
Like that.
Well, you
I'd
better
like to
start
know.
shopping at Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You're darn right, man.
That's a big boy.
Absolutely, that is a
We
big
might
boy.
have to get another couch.
I'll hook him up. It's all good. If he's
Exactly.
gonna write some hit songs for me and I can make some money off of it, hey, he came back. Hey, we found these new rhymes that were hidden or buried at the
Yeah.
Sound Factory or whatever.
Maybe John Lennon? I don't know, man. Shoot.
I almost said him. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, amazing songwriter, man. Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
My house is small though, man. I don't know if I could do a guitar amp going on. Good question, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really. That's a stumper, man. That really was a stumper.
3
And
months. That's the kicker. Is the 3 months. That's
Yeah,
the
that is
hard
the
part.
3 months on the couch.
If you said like a week, then there's a lot of people.
Or an evening.
But
or just an evening.
Chris is like, I don't even have a couch yet.
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah, Be sleeping in the shed.
All right, Shep Dog. Who's your favorite sidekick or ancillary character from a movie?
Samwise Gamgee.
Ooh, good one.
So,
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, he's good.
Who's the other? John Favreau.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really thought
Yeah.
he was hilarious in Swingers.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
That's good.
fantastic in Swingers.
I don't know if he's my favorite, but I mean, I loved me some John Favreau in Swingers.
Yeah.
Tim?
Oh man, like any one of the characters from Anchorman would work for me.
Ooh,
I love
nice.
Lamp.
Like Steve Carell as Brick. Oh yeah, he was great. I could quote that movie all day.
Yep. Ed?
Wow.
What's ancillary mean? Just side, like on the side there, just around, but not necessarily the side kick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a secondary character of some sorts.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Oh man, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna
Groundhog
say
from Groundhog's Day.
All right. I'll go with Cameron from Ferris Bueller.
Shoot, I never saw that movie.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Gabe,
Really?
ancillary, providing necessary support to the primary activities or operation of an organization, institution, industry, or system, or a person whose work provides necessary support. There you go.
There you
Basically, Rita Wilson.
So a backup, basically.
There you go.
Did we get everybody?
Yes.
Think so.
All right,
Think
nice.
so.
Bad Gamer Elite, MTG historian.
Yeah.
What details do you have for 300? And what hotels would you
Oh,
suggest in
Lord
the area?
have mercy.
Assuming it's going to be in Nashville. Man, you're trying to give me heartburn right now? Come on.
No, we don't know.
We don't know, man. We don't even know where we're going to be.
Just know this, Bad Gamer. I feel you because I used to be in your shoes.
And now he's on the other side.
Exactly. It's
I
tough
still
over
ain't
here. It's
got no
hard
more
out here in these
answers.
streets. Yeah, it's hard out
That's
here in
right.
these
It's
streets.
hard out in these streets.
We're not intentionally hiding anything from anyone. We honestly don't know.
Yeah. We're trying to figure it out, man.
Yeah, we're kind of last minute kind of guys, so we'll piece it together and look how much fun we had at 200. So we'll do it again. Don't you worry.
I want to say we're not all last minute guys, and some of us get heartburn. Some of us are getting
we'll let-
heartburn because the answers aren't found yet.
We'll let Chris freak out for a little while we try and figure it all out.
Yeah.
Really fast.
And let Gabe sprout like 85 new pimples just because of the stress.
That's amazing.
Lord.
That's great. Yeah, we have no details, but we will get them. Don't you worry. We'll
But we
figure it
are
all out.
talking,
Yes.
which is important to know.
So,
Yep.
We'll let you know and then ask for a refund,
Chris.
and then
Yep.
because our servers won't be quite up to par
That's right.
for what we're trying to
Exactly.
accomplish.
All right. Star Fury Zeta. That's awesome. Fury Zeta writes, LED, fluorescent, or incandescent lighting in the room you game in.
LED.
LED, they've come a long way. Not LED like a couple years ago, but LED now for sure.
I don't have any lighting.
They're just regular light bulbs.
So incandescent.
Incandescent. Yeah, I would
Okay.
be if I would game, I would probably have incandescent. I like to game with the lights off. Well, and I do it early in the morning, so it's fairly dark anyway.
There you go.
I let the
Router
TV
likes to
screen
game by
shine.
candlelight like he used to read.
Wow.
It is
Wow.
like-
At the buzzer, man.
Out of nowhere.
At the buzzer. Gets that one up. Woo. Nice, man. Nice one, Chris.
That's
I like
funny.
it. That was good.
That's funny.
Well, that's probably all you got right now in your new home anyway, so it's all
That's
good.
true.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
true.
right.
That is true.
It's
Oh,
hot,
that's
man.
funny. Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
shoot.
Oh,
Good
funny.
one, good one. Okay, Facebook D High. Who do you know that really reminds you of a character in a TV show or movie?
Oh, my buddy Tim, he plays guitar with us out with Toby. His voice and his humor reminds me exactly of Mr. Dumphy from Modern Family.
Phil Dunphy?
Phil
Nice.
Dumphy. Oh my God.
from
what?
It's the exact same.
That is awesome.
What's that?
What show is that
Yeah, I
from?
don't
That's
know.
Modern
Modern
Family.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Tim?
Oh, Yeah, I don't know.
Ed?
There's a friend of mine back in Pennsylvania who acts very much like Jeff Goldblum,
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
and it gets old real quick.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Like Jeff Goldblum seems cool, but after like an hour with Jeff Goldblum, it's like, can you not be Jeff Goldblum anymore?
Yeah.
Just like Robin Williams.
Yeah, there you go.
It's true.
Chris?
I don't know anybody right now, but when we were younger, pretty much everybody in my immediate family used to always call my brother Will Smith because they acted very similar from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh,
And
nice.
they have like the same ears. So
Oh, jeez.
we would always be like, oh, he's like the Fresh Prince.
Like, did he act like the Fresh Prince or he just had big ears?
Both. Like his mannerisms and stuff, like he would ask and be kind of goofy, you know, like Will Smith would be on
Overact.
the show. Yeah. Not intentionally. I mean, after we started calling him that, obviously he hammed it up even more at times. But yeah.
That's funny.
But it started out because of the ears and then it just went from there.
That's funny.
That's good. I always call Lauren Monica from Friends because she always wants to be the hostess and she kind of has those Monica mannerisms.
I could see that.
I call her Monica quite a bit.
She is a great host.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Corey Ray Swope. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be?
Monkey,
Really?
for sure.
Ooh.
If they weren't crazy.
Yeah.
If I could get like a regular chill monkey that like could get stuff from the fridge or pass me the Xbox One controller while I'm sitting on the couch.
Mm.
Yeah.
And just chill out, wear a diaper, and just hang out. That would be dope. Could you imagine walking into somebody's house and they got a monkey chilling in the background? Oh,
No,
that was doing stuff like knitting a sweater.
That'd be awesome.
not at all. I'd turn around and walk away. I'm like, well, it's nice. See you later, monkey boy.
What about you, Tim?
Man, I am the tiger claw. I would love a tiger.
What?
I wouldn't mind having a tiger running around.
You see what them jokers did to Siegfried and Roy? You can mess around with them tigers you want to.
Yeah, no, man. Nobody would mess with me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Except the tiger, of course.
That's better than having a pit bull. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
You walk through the hood with a tiger, it's a wrap. Ain't nobody coming out messing with you.
That's right.
Chris?
I don't really, I don't want to own any crazy animal. I mean, I know we're speaking like just in fantasy land, but
Hypothetical.
yeah,
Well,
I'd
you
own a
don't pep
dragon.
it up.
I mean, I just don't care.
I have a dragon.
Dang, Chris. Jeez
I mean, I'm
Louise.
just being honest. Like,
It's
I like
two
my
shows
dog,
in a row.
but
It's like
that's about it.
come to the
Alright.
end of the show, he just like half sleep.
Maybe he
No,
does
I'm
need a
just
one
saying,
episode
like,
suspension.
I like going to a zoo, see the animals, and that's cool, and that's like enough. You know, I don't need to take it home, any of the things home
If
with me.
you
and be
were
like,
gonna
"Oh,
have one,
What about like Airbud?
Airbud? Oh, is that the dog that played basketball?
Yeah. Would you take him?
There you go.
Sure.
oh man,
I really don't.
Can I change mine to a dragon?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
I would
you
love
can
a
do that.
dragon.
You
That'd
can
be
Komodo
awesome.
dragon.
No.
Ah,
Dragon, flying dragon.
so they can be fake animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Edward,
I'm gonna go with Gabe and say monkey if it was like a monkey like from a TV show or a movie where it behaves and doesn't bite faces off.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
from
that
Friends.
works.
Marcel from
Marcel.
Friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
sweet.
All right, we got two more. Twitter, Rainflow at Flowing with Rain. Game of the Year contenders. What are your top 3 games as contenders for Game of the Year? Also, name one game you wish you have played that might affect your 3 contenders.
Ooh. Lost Legacy. I haven't played, but I think it would affect it. I've got to put Zelda up there because by the end I did love it.
Really?
Yep. And because of Ed, I really wish I would have played Persona 5 and it got a lot of love, so I'd have to put that up there even though I didn't play it. And shoot, this year I got to go with Mario. Didn't play it either, but
Wow.
it's got to be up there. I mean, it's the best reviewed game of all time.
Yeah.
Chris?
My top 3 current.
I don't care.
Okay.
No, I actually care about games. I don't really care about much about animals besides my dog. My top 3 would be Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted Lost Legacy, and Destiny 2 so far. In terms of one that I wish I would have played, I don't know if "wish I would have played" is the right way to phrase it, but if I had the time or desire, I would have gone back and played a little bit more of Nier, because I feel like so many people really got into it that I was expecting fully to get into it and just never quite grabbed me. But if I played a little bit more, maybe I would, and then it might throw itself in the mix a little bit, maybe.
There you go. Router.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted Lost Legacy, Shadow of War, but I know Assassin's Creed Origins is going to come in there and take a spot. I'm
There you
almost
go.
positive that's going to happen. So,
Good answer.
yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. Ed, did you go?
Oh man, I'm gonna say Mafia 3.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes.
That
That was last year, though, wasn't it? No,
I think it came out in February, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Man, that's another one. Yep, good call.
I'll go Watch Dogs 2, Wolfenstein, and I wish I was into Destiny.
Yep.
There you go. Go Destiny 2.
Destiny tab.
All right. I saved the best for last because it's a quick fire at Dante's Belmont. Here we go. Ready? Day or night?
Night.
Night.
I'll go night.
Nighttime is the right time.
I'll go
What did you
night.
say, Chris?
I'll go night.
Yeah. Chris gets burned. Ed?
Night.
Chris gets burned.
It's true.
Okay. All right. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Cold.
Cold.
Tim?
Yeah, I think I'm going to say cold on this too.
Nice.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, jeez.
Coke.
Y'all can get that Coke and Pepsi up out of here. Dr. Pepper all day.
Who owns Pepper? Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi. I think Pepsi. No, wait.
Coke,
Coke
right?
does. Yeah, Coke does.
I
Oh,
don't.
he's a Coke guy.
Ed?
There you go. Coke.
Coke.
Yeah, Pepsi.
All right. North or south?
Ooh.
North.
South.
South what is the question?
That's the thing.
You know.
South.
Yeah, I'm going south. All right. Blue or red?
Blue.
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 Chris?
Blue.
NFC or AFC? Ed, you're disqualified from this one.
KFC.
Hey!
Nice.
Hey, well played.
NFC.
I don't know which one we're in.
AFC. We're in the AFC.
Then NFC probably.
No, I always want an AFC to win. I think it's
I don't know who belongs to what, so I don't know.
what? Who are you? Okay, PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Doggone it.
PlayStation.
Ed?
Wow. I play more Xbox, so I guess I'll say that.
Oh, man. Yeah, PlayStation.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Mario or Luigi?
Oh, Mario.
Mario.
Luigi.
Mario.
Oh, you're just doing it to be different.
No, I'm doing it because of the death stare in Mario Kart.
Oh,
that's
yes.
a good
That
reason.
was
That's a great reason.
legendary. Yep. Up or down?
Up.
Down.
Up
Up.
Yep.
for me. Okay. Permission or forgiveness? That's an interesting one.
I'm a legalist. Permission.
I want to say forgiveness, but I'm usually permission.
Yeah, permission.
Yeah, permission.
Oh, we have some rule following jokers.
Yeah, we do. don't we?
Right? We are
All right.
awesome.
I know what this one is for Gabe. Burgers or hot dogs?
Burgers.
Oh, it's tough. That's a tough one.
That's a tie. It's a tie, right?
Well, burgers, unless
there's no
Ah.
variables here. It's straight up.
because here's the problem. It's easier to find a good burger than it is to find a good hot dog.
I agree.
So I gotta go burger. Oh, that hurts.
We're just hurting you tonight, aren't we?
Ed,
Burger.
Chris, you said burger?
Yeah, I said burger.
I'm
Tim?
burger too. Yep, burger.
Mhm.
Here's a good one. Kids or old people?
Oh, jeez. I don't like kids.
I'm gonna say old people. I have to.
Yeah.
Old people for sure.
Old
They can
people.
teach you stuff.
Nah, I'm going kids.
Oh,
What?
man. I like gleaning off the wisdom.
No,
Right? They got
yeah,
some
I mean, I
stories.
love the wisdom, but kids keep you young.
That's true.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
make you old.
They make you old, but you can feel young. all
That's
good.
true.
Criminal Minds or My Little Pony?
So I'm either 80 or 4.
Exactly.
Yep.
Criminal Minds. Chris?
I'm gonna have to say My Little Pony only because I cannot stand that hazy gloss they put over this screen on the other
I
one.
get that.
I
Mm.
cannot
Yeah.
deal with that.
Man, I got a daughter. My Little Pony all the way.
Ed?
Yeah, I could probably sit through an episode of My Little Pony.
Yeah, you
Man,
can.
maybe it's because I've never seen Criminal Minds. I've never seen
I
that
never
show.
have either.
I've seen a lot of My Little Pony, though. I'm
Yeah,
done
me
with
too.
that.
Okay, now he says, now make a story with your answers. We ain't got time for that.
I know. I would have had to write
I
them
don't even
down and all
remember
that.
everything
Yeah,
I
I know,
answered.
there's no way we're writing them down. There was a lot, but I love
Yeah.
quick fire, so that's how we're going to end it. So thank you so much for that, and thank you everybody for all the questions. That's awesome.
All right. We usually get the same answers for this question that I'm about to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway because it's that time of year. What are you thankful for? I will start, obviously, for my family, obviously, for our health. Outside of family and health, I'm really thankful for my job and the things that I've been allowed to do in voiceover.
Nice.
Well played, sir.
That's
well
a lot of
played.
stuff.
Chris?
Obviously, thankful for family and good friends. Been a great year for me, and then I've got a new house that I can be very, very thankful for. That we were able to find the right spot, and it all worked out despite taking a little while to get there. And then being able to be part of this podcast.
Hey.
Oh, man, look at that.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Ed?
Yeah, family, friends, and the
Jackbox.
fact that Sarah Jackbox,
Jackbox.
Party Pack 4,
Coffee.
coffee, and just the fact that Sarah and I can both work in areas and in arenas that we're passionate about.
Mhm.
Amen.
Amen to that, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm again, family, all that. Like, let's skip the default
Yeah,
part.
the
but
regular stuff.
I love my job. I'm thankful for my job because you, Ed, it gives me the flexibility to do pretty much whatever I want, and it's also provided this brand new house that we love, and really, I'm thankful for my dad this year and for his remission because it's really taught me to
Yeah.
appreciate every day, to appreciate in every hour and every minute, and not let the small things get to you.
Preach
And
that.
it's a really good lesson to be reminded of, and I love that God kind of showed us that for all of our family and for me. So it's great. So I'm super thankful that he's on the up and up now, and we can put that behind us, and it's all good.
Nice.
There you go. I
Yes.
love that. Great to end on that. You guys let us know what you're thankful for. Obviously, family is in there. If you could stretch
course.
outside of that, that would be great. You do have a couple more characters in Twitter to mess with, so
Oh, that's right.
don't be shy.
I'm
Did they-
thankful for eggnog.
There you go. Let us know what you're thankful for, man. Next week will be the Thanksgiving episode. And I can't believe Thanksgiving's here already.
Man, that's crazy.
But I'm
Wow.
really glad it's early this year because it means
that's
the
true.
Christmas season's just that much longer. Let us know. Use hashtag #AnswerMTTG. We appreciate you guys. We are thankful for you guys. We will remind you again of that next week. And we appreciate you listening. 270 in the books. I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Ed Placencia. That is Chris McCracken. And we are married to the games. And we are up out this thing. Peace!